Ow now, brown cow.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Sorry.
Caught us by surprise.
Hello.
Mistake.
We didn't see you.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back. It's not my channel.
Welcome to
Uh,
my channel.
It's our channel.
It's a collective.
Yeah. Welcome back to Light of Xerixis. Episode 4.
Whoop whoop!
With the Riz Company.
With the Riz Company.
So the astral elves were the baddies. Oh.
Yeah, I think they're still the baddies, aren't they?
Well, the name of
The name of
It's
the
called the
whole
Light of
thing is Light of
Xerixis.
Xerixis, which is the star that
So fuck them.
that's yeah.
Okay.
We're connecting. We're
Now
connecting
connecting.
pieces now. Yes.
Good.
So
Adult language on this channel.
it's only there is definitely adult language on this channel.
Yeah, just disclaimer.
Yeah. In case you hadn't noticed yet after how
No
many
fucking
years.
kids allowed.
Unless they're cool.
Oh,
Also, no fucking kids.
Oh
Both.
my god!
What?
Wow.
You know what?
Clarify.
That didn't mean that wasn't necessary.
All right, we're getting canceled. See you guys.
Why?
And,
He said the exact right thing.
yeah.
He is clearly opposed to it. Anyway,
things are true.
take it away with the recap.
Yay!
Right.
We start where we left off,
That's
where the
normally how.
spiral shell pirate ship of a mind flayer,
Oh yeah!
Not
That
Lloyd.
guy.
an autoloid,
Not
we noticed it, and then as it got a little closer, we seemed to think it was derelict, which we gathered that
Derelict these
My
balls.
balls. Thank you very much.
Sorry, keep going.
that's okay.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's just too
Zoolander.
close to Zoolander. It is too close.
So we were going to explore it for salvaged parts. In fact, we were directed to by the captain.
Start tell.
Yes, in facto.
And then we saw this really underfed human person looking.
We all
Human
thought
person.
it was sus AF.
Human person.
And he
We
was
saw
like,
Jared Leto.
"Come save me! I'm the only
In
In
Dallas
one."
Buyers Club.
Yeah, okay.
Every movie, so yeah.
And we were suspicious. He said that they'd been attacked
He
by
wanted us to not be suspicious.
Yogi.
By Gnocchi, yeah.
Yeah, we were suspicious, but he
If I
was
got
like,
attacked
He was
by
like, "Don't be
gnocchis, I'd
suspicious," and we were like,
and then
Don't
we
be
were like,
suspicious.
trust your instincts, because he turned out to be suspicious.
he was suspicious as hell.
He was a shapeshifter.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He was a
Turned
sirloin.
out to be a sirloin.
Not a sirloin.
Slug,
Mhm.
which is a space slug.
Yes.
What if it was sirloin though?
Yeah, the sirloins look like this.
What if it was sirloin?
Certain types of
Raw
sirloins can
somehow works.
change their shape.
What?
In
That's
my
what
head,
he
That's why he
when
looked
you,
like a person.
He looked like a person. He
I
looked
see,
like
I
one
see,
of
I
the
see.
one of the pirates that they had previously killed.
And before we realized that he was actually
He's
a
gross.
Yogi, we'd passed a door, and all the doors were like sphincters.
They were sphincter doors.
Doors.
typo.
Sphinx.
Doors.
And this particular one had been like tied or sutured shut,
Gross.
and we'd heard a
That's
voice behind it saying
real
like,
bummer.
help me," and so after we figured, yeah,
It was that guy.
and we demolished him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm so
No,
excited
you're
'cause
fine.
It was so satisfying. It was so good.
Oh, he is still okay. He's...
Because he was
And
right.
then Thalgu?
Ah! Why are we zooming in on him? He's
He's
disgusting.
gone.
We need to sit you away from the screen.
I don't want to be here.
Don't look! Don't look!
Thank you.
You're
Just
real
look
friend.
at us.
Oh,
Look into her eyes. That was so mean.
that was so good.
Alright, that's the last time we'll do it.
What is your heart rate at now?
That's the last time we'll do it today.
Today.
That was a great scream.
It was a good scream. I was so honest.
Anyway, sorry.
Next
Please,
time,
can we please
we're
just
like,
make that a clip?
we're not-
halfway through
I'll
the
try to
map.
clip it.
Remember this. You caused this.
It's your
Um,
fault.
I'm waiting on you.
Surrendering
Oh.
it now.
So
Remember this. You caused
Oh
this.
my god.
we destroyed the
She says every
Sirloins.
time the
We
kids have
destroyed the Nathagu. We found an ion stone of reserve, which is like
Mhm.
the
Kind of like a ring of spell storing.
yes.
Except it floats around your head when you attune to it.
It's a Dross.
Who, by the way, who is going to take that Iron Stone?
I think
My cousin.
I'll take it.
Michael. What's my accent? I'm sorry. Michael.
Michael
I'm
has
holding
his
onto it, but
coal.
someone would need to attune to it so we can discuss.
Can you not attune to it?
He
I
can.
I'm not a spell person, so
I'm
do
also
need
not a
to
spell
be-
person.
How many things can I attune to?
3.
So I'm
So
attuned to
click
2?
to attunement,
Three.
and you can see.
So I can attune to one more object if you'd like me to. But you
I
can't?
cast spells.
I think we should. We'll get through this. We'll discuss it.
We'll do the first thing we're doing.
Yeah.
As we continued to explore the ship for anything useful, we found another creature called a Quaggoth.
Quaggoth.
Quaggoth,
Heard.
which we also killed, and then we burned the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But then it turned out it was a Nyogi trap because another ship approaches us.
We set that shit on fire.
It's true.
Then we leveled up.
Do I have any color?
This ship.
Dad? I don't like that one either.
That wasn't
Not
that
as
bad.
yelly about that though.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You spent a long time fighting the Sirloins.
Spider ship
A
approaches.
spider ship approaches. Yes.
Yeah.
Gross.
And it is, in fact,
The night spider.
it is a night spider.
Oh, Sirloin, Sirlon, sorry. That was not on purpose. He was lying, more of his dick friends show up, so we wail on them, obviously. That's what I
Obviously.
I love notes like that. I really
They
do.
did.
It's my
They
favorite.
did show up.
That was my postgrad. What the fuck is this shit? Let's try to recalculate again. Literally.
What the fuck happened?
Sorry, anyway.
No.
Full sport.
I like it.
Yeah, you also found some decapitated mind flayers on the ship.
Yes.
Are
And
these
some
space
other things.
sharks?
And what does that mean that we found some decapitated mind flayers?
Well, for those of you who want to roll history
It's not my-
I want to.
or just intelligence of some kind,
Also not me.
I don't really have that.
Can I
bad.
try?
I
you
am
can
bugged.
try.
Can I try? I have a +3.
You're not being from Wild Space.
What
you're
about a
gonna-
14? I am from Wild Space.
A 14, especially from a militaristic person, might know that that is something that Githyanki like to do to mind flayers.
Excuse
and
me?
Anybody who has lived in Wild Space knows that the primary conflict in the entirety of Wild Space and the Astral Sea is the conflict between mind flayers and Githyanki.
Githyanki.
Yes, the mind flayers, the Illithid, at one point had the entire Gith race enslaved. At some point, Gith the Mighty or whatever led an uprising and a revolt, and the Githyanki and the Githzerai both managed to remove themselves from, Githzerai, from Mind Flayer control. They hate them very much. In so doing, in that movement, they also formed a bond to red dragons, so Githyanki tend to ride red dragons in most ways. If you played Baldur's Gate 3,
That is a very silly word, and I'm sure I'm spelling it wrong.
Lae'zel is a Githyanki.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, so they're green-skinned, tall, thin, but yes, the Githyanki and the Mind Flayers hate each other as, for their entirety of existence.
Yankees have red dragons. What do the mind flayers have?
Mind control and tadpoles and nautiloids,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
cool. Those are all cool.
Those are all very cool.
Red
Um,
dragons, though, cool? Or...
But yeah,
I
so
think it does.
so the
I think
Githyanki,
yes.
If their color dragons are bad.
Metallic
But
dragons
it's
are
like
nice.
you've got red dragons on your side.
yeah,
It's
What's
pretty baller.
my bestiary that you gave me from D&D, ABCs of D&D? I'll have to bring it next time. We can look up what the dragons.
you could look it up.
I'm sorry, continue.
Um,
With the red dragons in there?
Yes, they
Under
talk about
D
it.
or R?
That's a good question. I have the same book.
That's a good question.
Yeah. We had to.
Oh, it's the
I'll
1,
look it
2,
up.
3s of D&D.
And the ABCs.
And, yep,
And the
yep,
ABCs. Yeah. You had to. They had to have it, obviously.
She loves it. They're such weird
Owl
creatures
bears
that
are in
she's-
it!
Yeah.
And
We
we
weird
say
creatures
Shannon
that
loves
she's
owl
never
bears
seen.
every time.
It's fun.
I do. Okay,
I
so
do.
Anyway,
red dragons.
And
that's
Pure
that's the overall understanding of the general conflict between the Githyanki and the Mind Flayers. So typically, if they're going anywhere, one is chasing the other in many situations. And it would seem that this ship was first attacked by Githyanki, who have a propensity for beheading Mind Flayers and keeping those heads as trophies.
Sure.
Because that's how Mind Flayers work. They put a tadpole in the brain,
Gross.
and over a certain amount of time, Ceramorphosis occurs and turns the humanoid into a Mind Flayer, and that's how Mind Flayers reproduce. So it's all about the brain. Also, they might latch their
Feels like
tentacle
Last of Us.
onto the back of your head and then pierce the back of your skull with their beak and then
Gross.
eat your brain. That can also happen.
That's
So,
that's a real bummer too.
yeah, real bummer. Real major,
I think I would
major bummer.
prefer that though to the thing going in my.
No,
Or
honestly,
Usually it
same.
goes through the eye.
It makes
Oh, yep. Yep.
Anyway,
I think about how
That's so
like
much
the
worse!
moth would come into your ear. No, I feel like
We found
the like burrowing into your
Oh,
ear.
okay. We're moving on. We're moving on. I didn't know that was a
Found
thing. That's
the
a
line.
thing.
We're all super uncomfortable. We
Go
found the line.
no living Mind Flayers on this ship. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But yeah,
Woo!
Githyanki destroyed it. They took the
There's
spell jamming
nothing
helm
living
and
on
left it
this
to,
ship anymore.
little shimmy.
and left it to drift. And then the Sirlons found it, and then the Neogi and the pirates found it, and then you found it. Also, there's a Nethalgo in there. That creature that I'm not going to show anymore.
Thank fuck.
It also eats brains, and when it eats a brain, it learns the language of the person whose brain it was.
That's why you could
So
say
that's why
help.
he can talk to you.
Hate
And
that.
the more brains it eats, the more powerful spells it can cast.
Hate
It's a
that.
very cool. It didn't even get to cast the spell though. Anyway,
Well, it was a little bit.
anyway,
I did!
there you go. That is a
Finally!
recap. Take inspiration.
Yes, I
Who's
will.
gonna take the Iron Stone?
So,
I don't have spells. Oh no.
the last time we did it with the Ring of Spell Soaring, it doesn't make sense to give it to someone who casts spells because they can already cast spells.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
right.
agreed.
Can you just store spells in it like a Ring of Spell Soaring? Does it
Yes.
act the same?
You can look it up, but Iron Stone
Yeah.
Reserve. It can store up to 3 levels worth of spells at a time.
Oh,
What is resurrection?
Stone of
3 levels.
Resurrection is like.
No, what's the one?
Are you looking for Revivify?
Yeah, which
I think that's a 3rd level spell.
I think we need diamonds for that.
You do need Diamond Dust.
Diamond Dust. Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of one of those, like, you could, like, before we rest, you can put healing spells into it. You can give it to, like,
Give it to anyone.
yeah, like somebody, one of us 3, who aren't casting spells,
Yeah.
in case you go down.
Yeah, do you want to be the master of it though, and like?
I would love to be the master of the ring.
Well, whoever ends up attuning to it, that's fine. It currently has 1 spell in it. It has a single casting of the shield spell.
Shield.
Yes. So, whoever attunes to it can immediately cast shield. If they
How
want
long
to
does it
or
take
whatever.
to attune?
1 hour. You have time on the. You will have time on the ship.
Oh, so you have to attune to it in order to use it.
Yes.
Which I have 1 spot open for attunement.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
You can be
So
attuned.
then you would have, you would just have to be the one to cast it.
if you.
Is that the case?
See, what
Yeah.
I'm
So
saying
then in that
is, like,
case, someone else should do it.
it might make sense to
Yeah, I think it totally makes sense to have someone that doesn't do spells.
Would you want the ability to cast spells again, or do you want us to do that?
I mean, I'm
I'm happy
I'm
to.
such a tank, and I hit really hard now.
So you don't want to use up a turn casting a spell.
Kind of.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I also don't want to use.
Like my, it's
I'm happy to use it
+5
with
to
a rogue.
all of
I'm
my.
just one of those.
I was gonna
If
say
you
you're like
told last
in
time-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, my sneak attack gnome does an extra d6, but unless
And I can
have
just cast the spells
certain
whenever, so I shouldn't take
circumstances.
it.
Yeah, you
Good
Cool.
to me.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, you have a vibrant purple stone orbiting your head
Ooh.
once you
cute.
once you attune to it. It can be attacked and it can be destroyed.
Michael, you got a
Yeah.
new
What's it called again?
accessory.
Think of what?
I have numbers.
What's it called
We didn't
again?
even hear
It's
me.
an ion stone
I did.
of
That's
reserve.
great.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, so
Second ladies gotta stick together.
now that has been determined, so as you came out of the ship, I think I pronounce it Ioun because it has the U in it. You have boarded the Moondancer once again, and then this spider ship comes out, and Sartell says, "A night spider!
God damn it!
Let's just go
The
away.
Neogi
from
were
it.
using it as bait, and we've flown right into their web." She barks commands to the crew. The commoners all rush back down into the lower deck because they don't want to get caught. And the Moondancer starts to take evasive action. As the Night Spider approaches, suddenly 2 large space galleons glide into view and begin pummeling the Night Spider with ballista bolts and mangonel stones, forcing it to break off its attack and to make for the cover of the asteroids. And as it breaks away, these 2 space galleons come swooping in close to you.
What's a space galleon?
It is the type of ship you are on. It
Okay.
is.
Got it.
Looks
Looks like a ship.
It's a boat ship. Yes, it's this thing. That's a space galleon.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Literally a galleon in space.
She's in space.
Yeah, that thing. So these 2 galleons come in to the rescue, and they pull within sight, within the same air envelope as the Moondancer, and you can see standing proudly at the prow of one of them is a Githyanki person
Oh.
in like very what's the word, like utilitarian but obviously like important kind of attire, you know what I mean? Like he knows his way around the ship.
George Washington attire.
He's wearing a George Washington attire, but not nearly so much heavy wool. Yes.
Professor George Washington.
Professor George Washington.
Washington.
And you hear Elena Sartell kind of sigh as the
Like with
ships
relief
approach.
or with exasperation?
Make an insight check.
That's a good question.
Well, that was a 2, so it's probably
Whatever
not that
you think it was is
6.
what you think it was.
I
Alright.
bet it is the man.
And as they come within sight of each other, the Githyanki holds up his hand and waves, and he says, "Captain Sartell, I didn't expect to see you out here." And she waves back and says, "Yeah, Commander, it's good to see you too. Your timing was fortuitous." And he says, "Yes. Well, you know, these pirates like to lurk around in asteroid fields, but I'm sure you know plenty of that." And
Shady!
and she kind of like she doesn't
exasperation.
respond. She's clearly rankled by his attitude. And they continue a conversation. I don't need to have it go back and forth. He asks where they're going. Sartell responds, "We're headed to the Rock of Brawl," and he offers to escort the Moondancer back to the Rock of Brawl because that is where, of course, he and this patrol are based. And so you are able to pass the next couple of days finishing your journey to the Rock of Brawl without further problems. So you do get your you do get your long rest. You can also take a short rest. You do get your long rest. During this time,
Yeah.
Beatrice
Yes.
does her thing.
Aww.
Ooh, what is that thing?
So, what was the spell that you said? What was the name?
Flowering.
Flowering.
This, I hope, is cute and not gross.
It is.
No, it's gonna
Okay,
be
great.
lovely. So Miss B went through a crisis of faith for a hot second because she was like, "Oh my God, the Earth is dead."
Like just
And-
now, or
no, like over the last few days that they've been traveling.
Okay,
It's like
not
the
like
entire
many moons
grief.
ago. Like
Planet was destroyed.
Sure, not
Is
crazy.
in the process of being.
Is in the
destroyed.
process of being destroyed, and I am unable to like go down there and actually.
I would
save
also be
people.
distraught.
I mean, yes, yeah, the grief is grieving. So she has been going around, and there is not a chapel on board, right?
There is not a chapel on board. No.
But the Helmy is where you went.
With what's
Yes,
his face?
yeah,
The
yeah,
floaty.
Space.
Yeah,
Flapjack.
we were doing there.
That's
So I have been caring for the people on board to try to cope with my grief, and I've been in deep prayer many days
That's
in a
very
row. And I asked Shantea for guidance on how I could handle everything that's fading, and she gifted me the ability for flowering as a reminder that you can make things grow even though you aren't on Earth anymore.
Sweet.
And so I've been like kind of tending to the people, and I'm always leaving them like little flowers in their hair and
That's
things
really
like
sweet.
that.
I
to,
want
like, heal
flowers?
them and
Oh my god, she's
She's gonna make you some.
You could make flowers sprout from the end of her gun, like a relay beam.
I could definitely do that. I want that.
Okay,
so bad.
I also
Okay.
want one behind this little ear, so when I wiggle my little hippo ears, she's
yes!
got one little
Here you
like
go.
this.
Oh my god!
Yeah, like this.
I love it so
But pretend I'm a
much.
hippo. Pretend I'm a hippo.
Okay.
Love
Okay.
it.
Now pretend my ears are wiggling. There's nothing cute about her.
That's really sweet.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can keep this though with my glasses.
Ugh.
We'll see.
So could I read the tenets of the ancients really
You can
fast?
read
We have
whatever
time
you
for that?
want.
So
You have a moment to preach.
the moment after dinner or while people are eating dinner, I usually gather around, and my tenets of my oath to the ancients, specifically to Shantae for me, was kindle the light through acts of mercy, kindness, and forgiveness, despite the people who have tried to harm us. We will kindle the light of hope in the world, beating back despair. We will shelter the light, and I always make some joke about the ship sheltering us, where there is good, beauty, love, and laughter in the world.
I always make
Stand
Every
against-
day we're on the ship.
I know, we're on the joke. Stand against the wickedness that would swallow it, where life flourishes. Stand against the forces that would render it barren. And then I always point to the flowers that I've created, that it was a symbol from Shantae that we can make life flourish, even in the middle of space.
So nice.
And what's the next one? Preserve your own light, delight in song and laughter, and
Okay.
beauty and art. If you allow the light to die in your own heart, you cannot preserve it in the world. So we have to tend to our own light. And then, of course, I'm teaching everyone
Ooh, I
to
like
crochet.
Duh.
Duh! And we have a little like art time together.
Oh my
And
god, that's really cute for us.
be the light, be a glorious beacon for all who live in despair. Let the light of your joy and courage shine forth.
I want to actually be.
Can we do this in
Real life?
today?
In real life, yes. I'm like getting weepy over it.
I don't know how.
that's
I'll
good.
teach us to knit. I don't know how to crochet.
That sounds great. Oh my
That's how
god,
you
with a
gonna
little
learn to
hippo.
Oh my god. She's humanoid, so she got fingers.
Oh, that's right. She does
But,
have
like-
little hands.
They're not little, you know?
You got those chunky knitting needles.
Yeah, I got those big
blankets
guys.
for everyone. Yeah.
With the cigar fingers.
Oh, yes. Yeah, cigar fingers.
Oh my
like, to
God.
match maybe in it. No.
To match the
There,
planets.
there are.
Nope.
Moving on.
Nope.
We're going on
There
that
are-
was lovely.
That is the nightly. Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Go ahead
Excellent.
and roll
Initiative, huh?
persuasion
Ooh.
with advantage. And let's just see how many people you convert and how effective this
Converted.
community building is.
Yeah. Persuasion is wisdom.
It's charisma.
21. No.
Wow.
No, 20.
Still wow.
It is very effective. Many of the commoners who were on the ship may or may not have heard of Shantae. They probably have heard, like, especially presumably coming from a large city, they've been exposed to the reality of like many different gods and goddesses. But it definitely speaks to them. People in crisis like to have something to hold on to, you know, and a reason to hope. So you convert a good many number of them, whether your intention was actual conversion or just community building. There's definitely a sense of camaraderie on the ship, and there's definitely each passing day it seems to improve rather than deteriorate the morale of the people on the ship. It also gets more pretty because there are more flowers everywhere. Captain Sartell gets a little frustrated when you make flowers sprout out of things like supply barrels and things like that, but she's like, okay.
But they're
Not
pretty. But she comes up and I sing a
Food.
song to her and put a flower in her hair, and then she forgives everything.
Yeah, she definitely
Totally.
does.
She loves all of that.
Oh
She
my god,
walks away,
she's
she's
kind of
like-
stoic, but she loves you.
Oh.
And she's like,
Fucking hippie.
At one point, Mike is gonna show up with a bag of flour and one of these and be like, "Explain."
I
And
love
then I
that.
take him into the kitchen and I teach him how to make a pie.
"Aw."
I'd take a whole episode of
And I
that.
make flour.
I want the British Bake Off of this.
Yes.
Yes. I want that episode, that wholesome episode of you guys.
I want to be the judge. I'm ready, you know? I got me a big
Zuzu is
appetizer.
an
And I'll be
excellent
there to clean.
An excellent tester of sweets.
I am an excellent tester of sweets.
That is what I said.
Do plasmoids eat?
No.
Okay, you just provide comedic.
You just they just kind of absorb. They just kind of absorb nutrients when they need to.
Okay, that's
Michael
nice.
also doesn't really eat, but he gets such pleasure in when people taste his food. It's nice. Look at him. His little antennae are like. Oh my god, he's so cute.
I picture you as the bug though from Men in Black. Like,
Yeah!
He was really mean at the end, though.
I know, it's scary. He's
He's
that
like,
guy.
Auntie.
Cut out.
Spoiler alert.
Wait,
Sugar in water.
that guy?
Yeah, that
No,
guy.
but
Or
the
the bugs that are like taking a coffee break.
right. The yes, like the but no the he.
Oh, the little racist ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that is what I'm
The
thinking.
terrible.
The water
They're
and
in the
sugar
kitchen.
guy is too scary.
I'm thinking what the
First one.
human turns into as a bug.
He's
afterwards.
wearing a what's his face suit?
It has
Edgar
been.
suit.
Edgar
It's
suit.
an egg suit.
It's been a bit too long. Huh?
Hager.
Like an egg
Egg-
suit.
I think we need to
That
rewatch the end.
Anyway,
Hero.
we'll get there. We'll get to those. We'll get to the bugs wearing people's skins. We already kind of did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Space bugs. Space bugs.
we have gotten derailed.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, so you're going. You've
on
got
the
a couple of days. You can ask.
Okay, this is what I picture.
Jabral.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that's the guy who's like
those are the little
drinking
like
coffee.
terrible Mexican stereotypes.
AJ.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Cerebe's character.
You can ask Sartell anything you want to ask. You have basically 2 days before you
I
arrive
would
at the
like
Rock
to
of
try
Brawl.
Michael's pie.
You can try Michael's pie, which is definitely not a euphemism. It's delicious. You can, if either of the spellcasters are interested in spell jamming, you can spend time with
I want to
Wow, you
Flapjack.
can spell jam!
I want to take time with Flapjack.
That's
Okay.
pretty cool.
Flapjack explains to you that it's really actually not that hard if you are able to channel magical energy.
This is Seraphina's whole dream. She spent so much time on spell jamming ships.
You just have to put your mind to it.
That's actually, I read and reread just to make sure that I understood. You just have to attune to a spell jamming helm, and then you can.
Shut up, that's
I
it.
have one.
But you
more
have to be a
spot.
spellcaster.
It was not a joke. That is all you do.
That's all you do, and then you're connected to the ship.
Matrix. Can she
Um,
spell jam now?
yeah, Seraphina can
That's
spell
it.
jam. Beatrice could spell jam.
Wait, are we good at spell jamming?
See, now that's the thing.
Is it like I can drive a boat?
Is it passable?
I can run a boat into a lot of things.
So-
Well, if
I
you're in
don't
the
know how to do
water.
it.
So
That's fair.
Uh,
The longer you do it, the better you're gonna get at it.
Yeah.
during
So it's like-
times,
So maybe it's like a safe space area.
in a couple of calm moments, he'll let you hop in the helm for just a minute or so to
Yes.
see how it feels.
Does wild space have currents?
It does not have
Ocean.
currents. It does have asteroids and meteors and other detritus floating around, but the
Debris.
magic of spell jamming causes ships to automatically avoid those small things as it is
Stop
traveling through
it!
space.
Is that true?
That's what it says, yeah. Also, if you are not within a certain, I don't remember the exact range, if you're not within like a mile or something of another object that weighs more than a ton, then you can travel at 100 million miles a day.
What?
So like
So are the space whales traveling?
Space whales are not spelljammers.
they're just chilling in space.
But they can travel very, very, very fast.
Fishies in space?
But do they count as like the object with that's less?
It depends how big it is.
Well, most whales.
Because they could impede
Wait,
your speed then.
Potentially.
oh my god, how much do I weigh? Not in real life.
We're moving on from that question.
Danger.
So, danger. So, anyway, you are able to do that. I will have, if whoever wants to try, well, it's really only you two that want to try spell jamming.
Done,
I
check.
will have you roll a. I'll have you roll a wisdom check. Just add your wisdom to it.
15.
14.
Okay, you do okay. You do all right. If those are good, like you're able to sit there, and as you sit in the helm, you feel your limbs get tingly, almost like they've fallen asleep, but not quite as unpleasant. And you just have, rather than just a sense of your body, you have a sense of the ship itself. and the area around it, like basically the entire air envelope, you can kind of feel as it's moving through space. And you get a faint sense of objects as you pass them without seeing them, because you're inside the ship right now. You cannot see outside. You're like in a cabin. But when you're connected to when you're connected to a spelljamming helm, you are telepathically connected to the ship itself and the space around it.
It's like Luke Skywalker going into
Oh my
the
god,
Death
when he
Star.
doesn't. Yeah.
Without the targeting
Without
computer?
his. Yeah.
Luke, what's wrong? Anyway, not going to
It's okay,
quote
he
the
uses
entirety
the
of
Force.
Star Wars right now. We watched Empire yesterday.
Oh! The best
It
one!
was his Father's Day present.
We watched it with my dad and then the kids. It was
It's
awesome.
the best
It's
one!
the best one.
And
Thank
with
you.
your dad, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
God,
was
that's
very
makes
sweet.
me. If I'm
The
sad,
whole,
I will watch.
It was the present that we weren't going to complain about it. We, as in like the girls,
The
and
kids.
But it's not. And that's a really cute
But-
Father's
She was
Day
like,
present.
present.
I'm just gonna keep it to myself. I'll say it silently to myself. But is it okay if my mouth moves? Like as long as the voice doesn't come out. And then she turned to Kyle at
Near
in the
the
middle
end.
or toward the end and said, "You're right, Dad. This is the best one ever."
This is not the best one!
Thank you.
That is so.
You're so right.
Raising them right.
That's right.
If
So
I
anyway,
am sad, I will put on Empire
it's such a good movie.
and
Anyway,
just watch it.
anyway, all right, we're
That was
good.
such a sweet side note.
It was very good.
Solo. Happy Father's Day.
Anyway, yes, you have a sense of the ship as you're guiding it, and you don't actually really guide it. When you spell jam, you connect to it, and you are able to make it propel itself through wild space. But like I said, you don't steer it. It has almost a sense for itself, and all you have to do is think of the destination, and it will get toward there.
Okay, but now I have a question.
Yes,
Well, why do you even need a spelljammer then? If the ship can do it by itself.
the ship does not do it by itself. It's
You
your
have to
connection
tell
with
it
the
where to
ship.
go.
And then the ship is like.
It is
alright.
It's like Avatar, your hair
So-
has to connect to it.
Sure, exactly.
The word slide.
the enchantment that is on the helm
Okay, got it.
connects your consciousness to the ship.
I see.
So without a spell jammer to work through the helm,
Yes.
the ship is just a ship. Like the Nautiloid that you were just on. Its helm had been removed. It can't spell jam, it just floats through space.
It lives a life.
Okay?
I mean, not anymore. We burn that shit to shit.
I mean, it's still floating.
And you can bring another helm to another ship.
You can.
Shut up, you can!
You can attempt to hijack another ship
That's
if you
how they
bring a
make
helm
babies.
onto another ship and you get into a spell jamming
Psychic
duel, a psychic battle,
This
to
is
take
so cool.
control of the ship.
Never
If
wrote
you
that.
decide,
I love that.
you also will need your own spell jamming helm because you're not getting this one.
Wait,
I
can you
get it.
take over someone else's spelljamming helm?
Yeah, you just have to attune
We
to the
shouldn't have
to the helm.
burned
Wow!
Nautiloid.
No, it doesn't have a helm.
That's
It didn't
right,
have
it
a
was-
helm.
And also, we needed to burn it.
We need
And also,
Yeah.
it was creepy and shouldn't have been allowed to exist.
Anyway,
Sage wouldn't
you
do it.
are able to spell jam for a little bit.
Mhm.
When you get done, you feel very strange because it's suddenly you are only back in your own body, and it's something
Like
you've never experienced
dehydrated or
before.
like how does it
Zuzu
A little
is
bit,
like,
little bit wobbly, a little bit
Yeah.
like disoriented. Got to get your sea
Zuzu
legs
wants to
kind
hear
of.
Like we
all
just
about
hopped
it.
off of the little treadmill thing.
Kind of
on-
just off of the
airport.
treadmill when you're like, okay, yeah, great.
The
Um,
airport
She's
thing.
eating pie while you guys tell her what is happening. I'm like, Michael's pie's so good. Continue. I love spell jamming. This is so interesting.
So yeah, you're able to attune, and now you have a sense of if you found yourself
That's
in a
really cool.
situation
That's
where
fine.
you needed to or wanted to, you know what to do to at least start the process.
Wow, that's cool as fuck.
Um,
It is really cool.
I wish that was
Cool.
real life.
I know. I wish
Yes.
I could do it.
I would like to be a sail.
What?
you-
Wait, can we hoist you like
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put all my stuff in a pile, and I'll hoist myself, and I'll just reshape myself to be.
Cassandra.
No!
Cassandra?
No!
From Doctor Who. But that was very good.
Oh my god, drink every time we make a hand pun. That's a new rule.
Some of us are out of drinks, out of beverage. No, I'm sweaty enough.
It's just for me.
Oh, okay, good.
Not an offer.
It was not for you.
Okay, great. I'm sorry.
Just kidding if you
So
want.
wait, what is it?
Would you like it to
From
check?
Doctor Who.
Oh, I don't
She's
know.
like,
Kind
she's like
All that's
a
left.
remnant of a human, and she's a stretched piece of flesh.
Oh,
with a
she's a
mouth on it.
moisturize me. Yes.
Droge.
Anyway, you
No,
can,
but it's much more cute.
Yeah, it's
because
great, and it's
I
a
love
big
the
golden
way that it
sail,
feels.
and you are blowing in the winds of space.
I just picture still you hand shaped up there like you're the guy from Hamburger Helper. And you're like, woo, I'm a rice-a-roni, you know?
Do you
Wow,
still
those
have a
are
butt?
two different brands.
Are they?
I have no idea.
No, but no,
They
no,
are,
no,
though, I
no.
think.
Are they?
Actually, I don't know. Is rice a roni a type of hamburger helper?
No,
I think
it's
yes.
Does the hamburger
They're different.
helper
No, Rice Rollie's a San Francisco
have
thing.
a
I know, but doesn't he
Nothing to
also
do with
have
One of the important questions.
When people
Rice
feel
Rollie's
sad,
like
this is the
a
episode.
step up.
Francisco?
The
Yeah, I
hamburger
think so.
helper's mascot is
I'll
named
give him
Lefty.
a little light.
Lefty!
Left!
It's the Hamburger Helper.
Sometimes also referred to as the helping hand. I don't like that.
No, Lefty's better.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Anyway,
What is the helping? He's the
that's
helping hand.
yeah. We don't
We won't go there.
go
Moving on.
farther down that road.
Is that like a...
Don't Google it. Okay.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Anyway, you are a sale.
Oh,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything else that people want to ask or discuss with Flapjack or Sartell before you arrive?
Does he like
Flapjack.
pancakes?
How'd you get to be so cute?
Flapjack?
Does he like pancakes?
I don't know if Flumps eat,
How do you feel about that, Meek?
but if he does, he probably loves pancakes.
Is Michael. Michael loves to cook.
We
Don't
know
you,
that.
Yeah.
We-
Fine, I didn't want to give you my commentary anyway.
we could try one thing.
Oh.
And what's this one thing?
Throw me.
Yeah.
You practice throwing?
Yes. From the prow to the helm.
Okay.
Like this? Like a spear?
I would like
Or like a...
I would like you to make an athletics check and you to make an acrobatics check.
Or it like discus.
Yeah!
Yes.
Discus.
Like, she winds up.
Yeah, and then spins him?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, make an acrobatics or an acrobatics and athletics.
This is fun.
This is so fun. Liz was like, when people are sad, they're gonna watch this episode to feel happier.
Oh, I like that.
We'll wait to see yours.
Is there
Unless you
proficiency
want to see
so
mine.
plus 3?
Yes.
Yes. I believe.
Level 6, yeah.
I do a horrible job.
You have inspiration.
Should I use it for this?
Probably not.
I
Yes.
mean, at this rate, we're not going to get
Tell everybody
anywhere, so...
that very low number that I think
At
they
this
can
rate,
see.
it's gonna be
Is
5
it a
more
one?
sessions.
It's a 1!
I rolled a 23.
Okay, so you managed to not fly off the ship when she throws you so badly.
That's fine if it does.
If you had both succeeded, I would have allowed Mike to become a weapon that you are proficient
God damn it!
rather than
What?
an improvised weapon.
Can we
I'm
try again?
proficient with improvised weapons.
Oh, well then, then it doesn't matter.
Caught you.
You just
DM.
did. Okay, it's her character. I'm not supposed to know.
Could you fucker?
All right, you just do a really bad job.
Again!
And everyone cheers! It's a new game. It's a
Okay.
new drinking game.
Throwing each other.
I rolled a 3 this time.
Oh my god!
Okay, so Mike is a good sport, I guess.
I'll
You're doing a bad job.
I'll roll for acrobatics for the
You're
second one.
doing a bad job.
I did better.
Good.
Can I
Okay.
use these?
How about
Yeah, why not?
25?
Oh my
Yeah.
god! How
You,
did you do
she's
that?
just like kind of, and you're turning it
I don't
into
know
like
who did one, too.
Put it in
acrobatics
the
and
shame
like
box.
these cool tumbling tricks, and
Shame.
everyone's like, "Cool,
Do better.
yay!"
There's also a jail.
And nobody,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a cage.
and nobody,
Oh, still
nobody really
scared.
notices how bad the throw is because Mike turns it into such a glorious display. In the air.
Aw,
There are
Okay.
a bunch of
Put it in
them
the cage
here.
in the box.
There's a whole
The
set.
box is good.
Oh.
Kyle puts them in there because he likes to see it loose.
Oh, well, would you look? Yeah.
Anyway,
Here, do you want
cool.
this?
You do
One
that.
shot.
You do that.
Anyways,
Anything else
bucket.
anybody wants to do on the ship?
Nope.
Firm no from Serafina.
Absolutely.
No, I'm just having a good old time watching Mike get thrown like a javelin.
I have been
eating
thrown.
pies and getting thrown.
How's it? Yeah.
It's great. It's awesome.
Yeah, and then I got a big. My little whiskers are out there, and I do a little trim them. Every couple days.
Yeah, you're taking it easy.
Yeah, I'm cooling my heels.
Do you paint your nails?
Sure. Yeah, we paint them.
Oh, I thought she was actually genuinely
With the
asking you
blood
to
of
paint your nails. You're like, sure. And I was like, no. yes or no question.
Yeah.
Do you not know?
Sure.
Good luck. Good luck again.
Yeah.
I hadn't decided
you
that she
could
painted her
Usually
nails, but
you're
now
I
she
haven't
does.
decided yet.
So that's fine.
Okay.
So, on the last day before you arrive at the Rock, Sartell kind of pulls you all together and says, so, when we get to the Rock, that's where we're going to have to part ways. I've got some work to do, and I imagine that's where you're going to be able to find whatever it is that you're looking for.
But Captain Sartell, we're friends now, honey.
Oh, of course, yes. And if our paths cross again, I'd be happy to
Well, why
share
don't
a
you
drink with you
join
again.
us on our adventure?
I've got business to attend to.
Well, that's real lame.
I'm not concerned about your opinion on that. Thank
We have mostly joined her.
you. You've done good work, and you've been very helpful to me and the people on the ship, and I
Yeah,
appreciate
you
it very much. But the Rock will be where you will likely want to get off.
I forget why we're all together.
She just was leaving and took us in.
Oh.
Yeah, she was on planet.
We were escaping the
Oh.
mines.
So we don't actually know.
Yeah, you didn't like choose to be with her. It was the one option you had. So,
It was the
Yeah, we
one and only
don't,
option.
also don't know what we're looking for. Like,
well, that's what
we
I'm asking you.
find.
If it seems like you've gotten yourselves on the wrong side of the astral elves. Not by any particular choice of your own, considering they hate everyone. But seems like
I'm not
you've drawn
scared of
some.
those tiny little wibbly guys.
Did you see us destroy him?
Yeah.
I did see you destroy them. Yes, you did a
Yeah.
very good job. Like I said, it was pretty effective. But there are a lot more of them, and they have a lot more firepower out there. So, just saying, if you're not really sure, I mean, I don't know where most of you come from, but especially if you haven't been out here before, if you're looking for help, you might want to seek out Commodore Crux.
Ooh, crux.
Once you get on the Rock, he likes to frequent a tavern called the Happy Beholder down in the Low City. It's, for some of you, it'll be kind of right at home. And she kind of glances at Seraph. You might find it a bit dirty.
But it's not a ship.
Seraphine is automatically offended. And you should probably take your ship into sanitation because your astral sanitation.
Ah,
is
yeah,
up
we'll
to
be in
standards
port.
and
We'll be in port for the time that we need to be.
Yes.
Well, we'll take care of all the paperwork. Don't worry. I'll
I really
keep
think
it.
you should get your ship updated and cleaned.
Thank you. Yes, I'll keep that in mind. I've had a lot more passengers than I intended to take on in emergency
understand.
situations.
And we
so
really appreciate your help. But a clean ship is a holy ship.
I prefer to keep holes off of my ship. With all due regard.
Good thing Mike is leaving, men. Take his hole with him.
Yeah, it freaks me out every time.
It is mine.
Good. I'm glad. Take it. I don't want it.
Oh, okay. But
We need it.
yes.
Yeah, you take it.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think we're arguing. I think we're all in agreement. Oh, great.
So crux.
Yes, Commodore Crux. It's
The crux of the plan.
spelled with a K at the beginning.
God damn it! Why is nothing spelled normal?
Because this is a sci-fi adventure.
It never is.
It's a normal
never,
word that's spelled
I
poorly.
spell it out
Is
the way.
Commodore also spelled with a K in this world?
No. No, it's not spelled with
No,
a
it's
K.
not.
Why would it be spelled with a K?
No, that would just be
That's
silly.
absurd.
Used to be Commander Kiwi, and it was K. Commander.
Well,
When you do 2 Ks, you're awfully close to
I was
the
gonna
danger
say
zone.
that's dangerous territory. Before we left, anyone who attends my sermons, I made sure they helped clean up the ship really well because
That
I
is
knew
so
we were
nice.
like underfoot, and also I noticed she was getting real annoyed by it.
Sure.
And that's all Seraphine has been doing is just cleaning every
It's
nook and
just-
cranny.
yeah, exactly.
Have you been going into the cargo hold where there are all the horses and sheep? Cleaning
I
up after
haven't made
there?
friends with any of those horses and sheep!
No, Seraphina can't handle.
You
That
might
is
have
too
eaten one.
too messy.
Oh,
She is purely like dusting things that like getting the baseboards that have never been touched before, like things that don't matter at all. Like getting into the nitty gritty. Like she's got a
Unacceptable.
toothbrush in the corner. Like this has never been cleaned.
We're fighting over one of my whales.
Yes. You're like cooking and you're like do something and she's right behind you. Just
one of my pair of hands is like slapping me.
You're literally, you put the spoon down for 1 second, she cleans it.
I
wasn't done with that.
Turning more and more bright red.
I like the idea
But
that
so is she.
they're fighting over the spatula. Like, this one is not clean enough.
You've already used it.
And
She
Michael's
comes to my
like,
This one
Like,
looks like
I know.
way
Can I
high.
have one? Can I hire you?
Okay, moving on.
Anyway,
it just makes me think about mine.
It's like a nice montage you can
and how
picture,
everyone
you know?
else wipes them down.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you are able to arrive at the Rock of Brawl,
Rock of Brawl.
and there's a picture somewhere. There we go. You arrive,
Pretty.
and as you
Has
approach,
wings?
It is pretty.
it has.
It's Isabel! It's still there! Don't worry. They're still there.
Let's skip forward to some music that's a little bit.
Wings.
All right. So you see, as you
Pure
approach
magic.
the Rock of Brawl, sunlight illuminates.
It's really nice.
It does. It is. Illuminates the rooftops and spires of a city built across the top of a gigantic asteroid.
Cute! It has water
Oh, I
too.
love it.
The asteroid's underside has structures as well, including fortresses and giant sails.
Wow.
Wooden docks protrude from one end of the asteroid, and a variety of ships are moored there. Space-dwelling fish scatter in front of you as your ship adjusts its heading until the docks are straight ahead and level with the ship's main deck. Pier workers stand ready to catch ropes and tie off the ship as it glides alongside one of the docks and slows to a stop. Welcome to the Rock, says Captain Sartell. This
hi.
is where we part ways.
Oh, this is great. Bye.
Bye! I hope I never get on that dirty ass ship again.
What
No,
about
no,
all the
truly,
people?
thank you so.
Oh yeah, what are they gonna do?
I also get
Did
on
she
the
give
They're
them
gonna-
the same?
Rock of Brawl, right?
We're
She
all
did not.
looking for
No,
Commodore
she did
Crux.
not tell all of the commoners to go see Commodore.
No, but I'm sure she was like, get off on the rock, and
Yeah.
GTFO, bitch!
yeah,
Well, that's
she has every right to do that.
it's a safer place than on
I
a
mean, she
ship that
brought
can't
them,
support
yeah.
all of them.
Right? Yeah.
So, yeah,
So she's
it's,
like, peace.
as you can see, it's a large community. It's a
It's
a
lovely.
city. There is room for 60 people to come in
Of course.
and be able to
It's so
find
Look at that
things.
pool of water. I really think this is a magical little place.
Yeah.
Somehow,
So many
there's
things.
still some hierarchical
things.
structure.
We gonna
Yes,
go to
of course
the...
there is.
Much more.
So, looking at from the top, I'm going to zoom in a little bit.
Oh, I love this place.
So you are coming in at the docks. The low city is near the docks. There are regions that I don't necessarily need to inform you about unless you really want to spend a lot of time
The Happy
exploring.
Beholder is right here!
The Happy Beholder is
Oh,
right.
Bitches, that's where
Right
we're
there.
going!
The
Bitches.
harbor? Is it still?
So this is the docks. This is the low city. The middle city is here, and then the high city, obviously, with the noble estates. Lake Brawl is where they get their fresh water.
How big in like perspective of the
Listen,
United
I
States
thought
is it?
this was just like...
Oh, it's
Oh,
one city.
It's like
It's
yeah.
just
okay.
like DC.
It's like maybe the size
Like
of
how
Denver.
big is this lake? Like smaller than Sheffield.
It's a big lake.
No.
It's big enough
I
for
feel so.
everyone.
Yeah.
And then Starhaven is the palace
Starhaven
complex.
is beautiful.
And it is.
I want
It is where the
Me
prince
too.
Prince resides. No,
Over
nope.
it.
I believe his name. I believe. Oh my God.
Bye, I love you.
Hey, love you, bye.
Hey, love you, bye!
I believe his name is Prince Andrew.
Andrew.
What the fuck is
Andrew?
going on with these names? Crux with a K, all sorts of weird names, and then Andrew. This is bad as
It
Duncan.
is
I
spelled
Andrew.
Andru, if that helps.
Stop it! Are
It's
you
not.
for
According
fucking
to me,
real?
it's not. No.
No, it definitely is. The Brawlian monarch is a slender, graceful man of 44 years. Self-serving and devious, he firmly believes that the end justifies the means.
Well,
And his name is Prince Andrew.
Are there any Duncan Idahos here?
I
Clearly.
wish.
Oh, we
It's a
all-
fucking
we
good
all
name.
wish-
I
yeah, I know
mean-
Duncan, Idaho. Really, it's great.
Such a good name.
That is my next
Knowing the
D&D
universe, there's
character.
probably a handful.
Yeah. As
Dude joke.
as you're approaching, Sartell gives you a little bit of information about the Rock. It's under the control of Prince Andrew. He is extremely clever and ruthless. He is in charge for a reason. He has consolidated his power after his brother Kalar, the previous monarch, died somehow.
Whoopsie doodle.
Who knows how?
Very
Um,
suspicious.
Kandar?
Kalar, his brother
Kalar?
Kalar, Calar. he has a small sort of council of advisors who essentially each run different parts of the city or different groups of people within the city, and he maintains control that way. You have no particular reason to go interact with Prince Andrew unless you really want to deviate off of the written story. But
Fuck.
that's
No
right.
kings.
No kings, no gods, no kings, only men. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot to the Rock of Brawl if you wanted to, but you have been directed that if you're looking for someone who, at least Captain Sartell thinks, might be able to help you with your astral elf problem, you'll want to head to the Happy Beholder and seek out Commodore Crux.
It's ironic because beholders aren't always that happy, you know? It's just as important for us to acknowledge
That's true.
his existence.
It's a great tavern name.
It is.
Is that where you go?
Tavern AI.
Are you gonna go
Ask
to
AI.
the Happy Beholder? Are you gonna do something else?
Just a
Poor
classic
Kyle.
Crux.
I am not
Crux.
DMing today. Ask AI.
Commodore Crux.
Ask AI. I
Okay.
wrote it down.
So you are able to get some directions
We
from
do remember asking.
some dock workers on to how to get to the Happy Beholder. And I need to change the music. Where's my tavern music?
Question, DM.
Yes.
How many days were we traveling?
4.
Okay. Speaking of this, the Ion Stone of Preserve,
Mm-hmm.
Shield, is that a level 1 spell?
I'm sure.
Okay.
I think it's a reaction, and it adds to your armor class for that round. I think.
I believe so, yes. Oh, yeah, there's yours.
I'll do with that. I was just going to grab 2 first level spells.
Sure, whatever you. Yeah,
For that.
that's
It's
fine.
a first level, so yeah, we'll do 2. What are your
What do you
like,
want?
What are some of your first level healing spells? We'll put into it.
I just
Cure wounds, healing word.
Yeah, healing word.
Should just go get one.
Have that option. Mine.
Or what's your second level?
Yeah, you're able to, while they're doing that, you're able to talk to some dock workers. They point you, they all know where the Happy Beholder is. It's a well-known tavern in the Low City. As you go through the Low City, it's kind of what you would expect of, like, the docks, the sort of, it's not slums, like, you know, it's not a bunch of, like, shanties and lean-tos, but it is clearly where the working class folk do most of the working and living and dying and buying in.
I like a working
Rock.
class folk.
Yeah. You
Get cure wounds next time.
do, like, finally, this is the first time since the planet that the Plasmoid and the Hidozi and the Gif and the Thrycreen don't look out of place because there are just a variety of people and races all over. There are also humans. Bee does look out of place with her crocheted flowers all
She
over her
never
armor.
looks out of place.
Adorable.
You take it back.
I
No.
look adorable.
She looks adorable, which looks
Adorable.
out of place in a docks district.
Yeah, no one's adorable.
Yeah.
No one's
Wait,
adorable. You're adorable.
Yeah. So, anyway,
No one's as cute as you.
you find your way to the Happy Beholder, and as you were wondering, why is it called the Happy Beholder? They aren't usually happy. You walk in, and you see this.
Oh no, I don't like it. That's not happy.
Why?
No, she didn't feel ready for it. Visually offended.
All the veins in the eye.
Upset.
Oh my god, I really don't like him.
It's the teeth. It's the teeth for me.
He's so happy!
This feels like a never-ending
Maybe
story
some
scene.
flowers grown in there.
That's true.
It looks
Done.
same.
Yeah. There you go.
Obviously. Yeah.
When a large spherical creature with eye stalks.
Michael?
Oh my god, 100% same.
Wait.
1000%. It's this
He
creature.
cuts out. So
It's this
he's
creature.
the tavern owner?
A large spherical creature with eye stalks and a watchful central eye tends bar in this establishment.
Stop it! He's real? He's not just like a...
I thought that was a mural or something.
No, he's the
I
Happy
thought he was
Beholder.
stuffed.
And it's his bar.
I don't like it, but I kind of also like it.
Looking around, you see that it is full of patrons of all type. It is bustling. It is a popular spot. And Large Luigi is doing good business.
Lord Luigi is his name?
His name is Large Luigi.
The Beholder?
The Beholder's name
How
is
is
Large
Luigi spelled?
Luigi. How else would you spell it? Anyway, Large Luigi obviously spots you as you come in, because how could he not with so many eyes?
So what's his perception level?
And you are momentarily confused because there's just a lot of people, and you're like, how am I going to find one person in here? So what do you do?
We
I
cast summon
wave-
person.
You cannot put your own hand underneath
I
yourself,
know.
because you are the
I
hand.
do it underneath.
Someone else?
You have one single finger doing that?
No. I'll get under your chin and I'll just kind of do this.
Chinny chin chin.
That's not creepy at all.
It is not. It's
Great.
endearing and cute.
It's endearing and cute.
I'm a
Hang
hippopotamus.
Hang on, let me see. It's endearing and cute. You are a GIF. So, you wave to Large Luigi.
Yeah.
He blinks at you and smiles widely. It is off-putting.
Great.
That's a lot of teeth.
Do you approach him at the bar? Like, the bar
Yeah.
isn't...
Oh,
Yeah, but
he's-
gently. We
He's
approach
not-
gently.
He's not walking. He's at the bar.
Yeah, he's standing
And
bar.
you don't need to wait to be seated. You just walk up to a bar.
It is a bar, yeah.
Okay. Tavern.
No,
Well,
there,
yeah,
there are no
please
wait...
wait to be
Like,
seated.
there
Sorry.
is some, like, barmaids, I guess, but it's not, like, wait staff. You're not
Okay.
going to be, like...
But yeah, we would approach the bar.
This is a prancing pony situation.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my Lord of the Rings reference. Oof.
Oh, good job.
Good job.
Coming by.
Good evening, travelers!
Oh, hello. What you're up to?
Oh, just another night at the Happy Beholder. I don't
Exactly.
remember seeing you before.
That's exactly.
We're
what
new
I
to
said.
town.
I can
We just
tell. I
landed.
remember many people and many
I
faces.
bet you do. You got a lot of eyeballs. I bet you remember lots of things.
I do, and he looks at you with all of them.
Oh,
Well,
oh.
wondering if you can help us. You seem to like you would be the one to know lots of things. Commodore Crux.
Oh, yeah, old Cruxy. For sure. I can tell you where he is. What are you drinking?
I'll have a lemon drop martini. Thank you, sir.
They're like, the fuck?
Prancing pony.
She'll
Prosecco
have
with
a
Midori.
prancing pony.
Ugh.
No,
It was good. It was at
it
the-
was like the specialty drink at the Lord of the Rings.
It was?
Yes! It was so
Midori
good.
sour?
No,
No.
not Midori sour. It
Oh,
was like a green liqueur. It
Which
was
is
melon
just
liqueur.
Midori. Midori
Yeah.
is still melon liqueur.
My bad.
Anyway,
That's where I went.
if
first.
you order
Okay.
drinks, that's
I liked
fine. He makes them all for you without breaking eye contact.
That's so good.
And
With
all-
any of his eyes?
No
No,
blinking.
it's all telepathic or telekinetically. He, like whips it all up, and they just appear.
He
They
is a
like
champ.
in front of you.
I am
He's a
paying very
beholder.
close
He
attention.
has like incredible powers. So you get all the drinks,
Are you also
and
interested in
the
drinks,
eyes all
Mark?
look at you, and
We pay
you pay. All right,
We pay.
great. You pay,
a
and
nice tip.
Yeah,
And he
at
points-
25%.
and a flower.
he
flower.
slides it back and,
And
says,
flower.
"We tipping culture is theft," and puts
Oh,
it back.
my bad.
I
It's wage
love
theft.
Lord Luigi.
I point at him.
We pay.
Good to
We
know
pay
the
everyone
feelings
fair
of theft.
wages.
Nothing.
And
Does he keep the flower?
yeah, sure.
Oh, what
He puts
does
it behind
put it? He puts it
one of
behind
his
one of his
17
eyes.
years.
Yeah.
Isaac.
Right
Oh,
there.
a real one.
And he
He's so scary. I can't.
I ran out
and
of yarn on
and
the
you
ship.
see one of his eye stalks like turn and look like most of the way through the tavern,
Eye stalk is a gross
and
word.
and
Yeah. I
without
like it.
without saying anything, it's weird. A path just appears as though the people in front of him are just like have a compulsion to just move to the side. And you see,
Aren't beholders telepathic?
Yeah.
Like in regularly?
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
okay.
yeah, they have many.
No, we've never met one. We just saw that one scary one.
Yeah, they're extremely powerful. It's a good thing that this guy has turned his attention toward capitalism and such.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's an entrepreneur.
you see across the tavern, filling one side of a table meant for 6, is a broad-chested, hippo-headed man with a green parrot perched on one shoulder.
One of your people.
This guy.
Can you just compile Shannon looking at the screen screaming? And then looking at
We
the
have
screen?
some good info.
She's scared versus she's happy. Right next to
It's
me.
me! Not really.
You can
But
tell that
Jif-
he is a good deal older than you.
Oh no, but what if he says Jif?
The haggard
Set
figure.
my drink down.
Stop it. He will not stand for that.
The haggard figure squints at you over the top of an enormous tankard, and then waves invitingly to the seats across.
I walk up immediately. Reach out my hand.
He takes
Not
it.
this one.
He takes it. His hand is very sweaty.
It's good to meet you, whatever your name is.
I'm Zuzu, and as you can tell, I'm also a gift.
Yes.
It's nice. Sometimes we don't see that many of us, but when we're in wild space, it just feels more natural up here. You know what I mean?
It is good to see another gift.
It is good.
That's true.
Isn't it good to see me too? I knew it.
It is good to see you.
I
If
knew
you
it.
don't mind me saying, if I was about 20 years younger,
I know, honey, sugars.
we'd be having a different conversation.
And he takes a swig of his drink.
So good. That was so good.
I knew. What's your name? Oh yeah, you're Crux.
I am Crux.
What's the name of your parrot here? This is my friend Michael, and
Hi-
this is what are everybody's names. This is Sarah,
hello.
and this is Miss B,
Serafina.
Hello, Serafina.
and this is Han.
Good day.
Hello, B, and hello.
What's your parrot's name? I asked that already, but I didn't
Well,
get a chance to
Budgie.
answer.
You didn't. That's okay. But the parrot, it's not my parrot. It belongs to Luigi. But his name is not written here.
Listen, irony of
That's
irony
a
is
really interesting
Yeah.
parrot's name. I like it.
No,
not written here only has one eye,
it's
and Luigi
true.
has so many.
Well,
You
it's
know,
not
you
like
would think-
Luigi can share them.
He
Besides, the parrot's seen his fair
Hi,
share of
Zuzu is
battle.
fucking ecstatic to see another gift.
Static.
I want to be clear.
Is it
You have
It is.
Ecstatic?
you
Yeah.
have seen other GIF on your walk to the tavern.
I know, but what a surprise that the dude we're looking for
Is
is
a
a gift.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
Lovely! Just let me have this!
No, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure you understand that there are others.
So, I'm certainly happy for lively company if you'll drink with me, but why have you sought me out?
We found a coin with your name on it.
So there are coins.
I knew that would show up
to hear
again
that.
someday. That was a
Scout's still in chat.
that was a real big fact about 7 years ago. Everyone was putting our names on coins.
Makes them
Well, you
quicker
should
to
know.
steal.
I knew that story
Make
too.
them harder to steal.
We were just on the planet where that originated. We were in that land.
He pulls out some and throws them on the table.
Luigi won't even take them. He says they're not legal tender.
And if you look back, you see one eye like glaring at Chris. Like,
Put those things
yeah,
away.
you know better. We've had this conversation.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Are you just here for
Well-
a good time?
Sorta, but also a bit more immediate reason, if you will. We got an astral elf problem. And then I elaborate.
Hello, say.
The whole story.
and you tell him the whole
I tell
story.
him the whole story because mostly I don't remember.
Okay, great. If we're just gonna go straight
Yeah.
through that, then I will go straight through it. He grows visibly excited as he listens to your story.
Well,
Grows
Mr. Crux,
visibly
it
excited.
seems like you are ready and raring to go.
Oh my. I mean,
Not in a dirty
once
way.
again, I'm flattered, but I think you're a little young for me.
She does blush as much as a gift can blush.
We're-
Like from her hat with the flowers, but now there's a crocheted flower in there from Miss B. And like, she's pinkish.
You know, sometimes, as they say, the spirit is willing, but the flesh
No, that's
is
not.
incapable.
We don't talk about flesh anymore. Nope.
Not what I meant!
Oh, no.
that's not. Oh, okay, good. That's not what I. He takes a big swig of beer.
Thank you so much for listening to our story. How you feel about this adventure?
Well, it sounds like. It sounds like I can help you. I have certainly no love for the astral elves, and
Well, who does, you know?
only themselves, it seems.
It would appear that way. They're a little racist, aren't they?
They're extremely.
Speciesist.
Yes.
Species.
Yes, I think this is it. Yes. You will come with me.
Ah! Even Zuzu jumps.
We'll leave now.
Okay.
Oh.
But my limit
pay?
over.
Let's go! And he kind of like pushes himself up from the table and kind of wobbles on his feet.
Do we have a sober driver?
Yeah, flinches on the ship. I have something. Come on! And he kind of like stumbles toward the door, and you see him just like throw coins toward Luigi. And he like stumbles out the door.
Zuzu makes Mike finish his drink. Michael, hurry up, and then she downs her martini.
Alright.
Finish it.
A
Fumble
martini
for my,
is the
I
best
get my
drink.
own cup, pour it in, leave the
I mean,
cup.
you had the whole time of telling the story of
talking
what
about
happened.
it.
Like, it's not like you just sat down right now and he stood up.
Well, that's not as fun.
Okay, great. All right, you chug your
It's your
drink.
second round.
It's my second round. Chug faster, Michael!
The second round, Josh
That
showed up.
tiny little bug, he doesn't know how to drink. You know what I mean? He just a bug. He a space bug.
As he was stumbling toward the door, the parrot
rolled
flew
secret
back
drunk.
over to Luigi and is now perched on one of
Bye,
Luigi's eye
parrot!
stalks.
Bye, Luigi.
Bye!
Bye, Luigi.
Luigi, I don't know. He can't wave. Like, he winks at
just-
you.
A body and a bunch of eyes.
Just one big eye.
Yeah, he winks with the big
It
eye.
comes
the
out.
big eye blinks at you.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
It looks like a blink because there's only one of
Yeah,
them.
that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Ew.
So do you follow Commodore Crux or do you?
Yeah.
Obviously, yes.
No,
Um,
we're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah.
He's a gift.
We
I'm
watch
a
him
gift.
run away.
Screw the plot. We're gonna stay in the bar.
Sounds fun.
As he's kind of like, you get to the door and you see him like kind of leaning against the door and you're like,
Oh. I got up a little bit fast. But it is good for us to go. Just a few days before launching that attack on your world, a fleet of astral elf ships visited the rock. And the elves gave warning to various captains, urging them to stay away from that world, lest they be fired upon. The elves undoubtedly left spies behind to make sure that their warnings were heeded, so we should continue this chat aboard my ship.
I link my arm through his to like let him lean on me, so
And
he's all over.
he looks at you, he's like, thank you.
That's nice.
Ms. B, let's get you
Miss-
some
Miss
water,
B,
darling.
that
Follow
sounds
me.
great.
Actually, I don't know where your
No,
ship
I
is.
don't need water, I just need more beer.
I mean,
so you are, he's leading you down, like you notice that even as he's walking, he seems to be getting more clear-headed. It helps for him to stand up at all, because he spends a lot of time sitting at the bar, being sad. So,
Oh.
you,
Not an adventure to rejuvenate him.
do you ask him that?
Yeah!
It's not important. It doesn't.
Well,
We
from
have
It
nothing
doesn't
else
matter.
to talk about while we're walking.
No, I mean, we can talk about anything.
Would you
look
like-
at the space fish? Oh, aren't they beautiful?
they are.
Would you like for me to steal something for you? That makes me happy.
Um,
I mean, cook.
My
No, that's a very kind offer, but I prefer we not get in any legal trouble before we arrive at the docks.
That is fair.
As you
Michael, keep your
are,
hands to yourself on a strange planet.
as you are walking down this main road toward your ship, you pass by this this restaurant here. It's got little tables outside
This
of
one?
it. So go ahead and put your characters.
All right, I think we
Here's
can move
there's
Those are
the big
space
man.
whales.
There's the big one. That's the no. You're outside.
the...
You're
Oh,
in the street.
we're outside.
Yeah.
Dancing.
That's
The
him.
other gift?
Yeah.
Crux, right?
Yeah, that's Crux. So
Oh my gosh, she does have a face.
She
I
drew
just
it on.
added it.
Yeah.
As you are making your way down, those of you who has what's your passive perception?
Oh, I'm in
Throw it out
front.
there.
Where are we going? This
Yeah,
way?
put yourself in order. You're coming
12.
toward me.
11.
I'm linked with
10.
Bro.
Yeah. Passive perception.
13.
Your wisdom. Not.
Okay. Serafina, you are able to kind of pick up, like, you're not entirely sure what it is, but you just kind of notice that, like, it has seemed that all of a sudden the street has gotten quieter, and the general hubbub of people seems to have thinned out rather suddenly. And
Not
from
based on
around
time.
the corner
No!
come 4 astral elf warriors wearing
Bitches.
cloaks and visors to conceal their identities. They are, of course, the ones on the right in this picture.
Conceal, don't feel.
But then,
Yeah, these. Well, I'll go ahead and put Crux over that guy. There you go. So these guys.
ew.
They get in front of you, and the one in the front holds up their hand, and says, "You criminals can stop here. You can allow us to kill you quickly, or you can make this take a long time. Make your decision swiftly." And he pulls out his sword and kind of looks at it.
We choose to kill you quickly.
Okay, roll initiative.
It is so brave of you to wear that outfit out in public.
Oh, you're gonna love Flinch.
Son of a bitch.
15 for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Two.
Let me get the battle music going.
Get my battle
Oh no. Ooh, sorry.
Oh, how do you know?
Where is it?
No. Can you hand that to me?
There we go. That's the music I wanted. Okay. Yeah, what are our initiatives?
15.
15 for Zuzu.
2
2.
for Ms. V.
2 for B. Okay.
10.
10 for Hans.
7.
7 for Sarah. What did Mike get?
4.
4. That's not the lowest.
Can you give me the order?
I got
whenever
you.
get it?
Got you, boo.
I can give you the order. I
Also,
would love
don't
to
get
give you
in
the
there.
order, Kelsey.
Thank you.
By yourself.
As
Yeah.
soon as
I now have uncanny dodge. So.
Kyle asked that.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the tank, and then we
I
realized,
don't
like, oh,
want
maybe you
to.
shouldn't
Why don't
be
change it?
all by yourself in the hutch. And he was like, doesn't he have a kid?
All right. Enemy 1 is
Because I
first.
multi-class for a lot.
So whichever order
Yep.
you.
He also
put that in.
didn't sound like that.
Enemy 1 is first. Then Zuzu. Then Hans.
I don't know. That seemed like a
Then
real
Sarah.
star
Then Mike. And then B.
Cool.
Awesome.
I will be
All
on
right.
my way to the bathroom really quick.
Oh, I also need to roll for Commodore Crux. He got a.
Natural 20.
No, he got an 11. So he will actually go before Hans.
Are you going to?
Do we need a Do we need a break? Do we need a moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we?
I have to go.
All right. Let's pause.
Hey!
We'll be back
We'll be back.
Great, we'll be out of
for
here.
combat.
A pausa. Look at my little
And we're back. Time for battle.
Yeah.
The elves are up first. They are simply going to move. If y'all could help me out by moving things.
Yes. Yeah, happy to.
They are
Or are they
just
going to attack?
they're going to attack the two up front. So all four of them are going to array themselves across the front of you.
Probably can't be on that table, right?
Yes, and they are going to shove through that table.
There. Okay.
They give no shits about personal property of
I
these.
knew it.
2,
3,
These
and
non-astral
4.
perfect. Yep.
How do they feel about non-astral elves?
Just regular ass elves.
Regular ass elves
Yeah.
are unenlightened.
Ass elves.
They're elves, so they. It's kind of like pity. They're kind of like they don't hate other elves so much as other races, but they're just like they're not good enough, you know?
Yeah. Oh, they could have been something.
Yeah, like
There we go. That one.
if only you knew, you poor sad saps.
Azusa
Okay.
will be up at
All right, so there are 2 sword attacks coming in from each one of them. So 2 sword attacks against Beatrice, whose armor class is 8 million, so they both miss. But I did
Right.
roll a natural 20 on one of them. So you do get hit with a critical.
What?
Because criticals always hit. I'm so sorry. The longsword, you take 6 slashing damage and 10 radiant damage.
Let it fuel
Nope,
you.
I lied.
Let it fuel you.
You take 12 slashing and 20 radiant.
Oh my
Because it's a
god!
critical.
Shit.
So, there you go. You take big damage. Alright, now 4 slashes against Commodore Crux, whose armor class is significantly lower. That's 1 hit. And then another critical. So he takes.
What are these criticals?
What did I say? 12 plus 20 is 32. Plus half of that is 16, so 40. Crux has taken a lot of damage, but that's the end of the elf's turn. It is Zuzu's turn.
Okay. Not on my watch, motherfuckers. Okay, I'm gonna shoot, I guess, at the one that just shot at Miss B.
The one on the side there.
Do you have a flower in your gun for me?
Yes.
Yes.
So this one.
Yeah,
Yeah, this guy.
got it.
I'm sorry. What am I shooting? A musket. Okay, how about a 16 to
That
hit?
hits.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, I'm gonna use a thing.
You're gonna use a thing.
I'm gonna use a thing.
I love it when we use
I'm gonna
things.
use an arcane shot.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use grasping arrow. So a creature hit by the arrow takes an extra 2d6 poison damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet, and it takes 2d6 slashing damage during. Nope. It's 2d6 slashing damage the first time on each turn that it moves 1 foot or more.
Okay.
The brambles last for 1 minute. Oh,
Okay, you do need to roll an attack.
yeah. First of all, I did hit.
Oh, that's right, you got a
16.
16. Sorry. It just
16
took
hit.
so long.
And then.
Roll your name.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I thought we wanted to read it.
I did. It was just there were so many words.
Lame. Okay,
2
so
plus.
7
Okay.
is the first, and then 2d6 is 5
Okay.
and 10 on the
That
first
was
shot.
that was 46 that you just rolled.
So
Yeah.
If he moves, he'll take it. He'll take the 10, right?
Oh, yes.
'Cause they're
Yes,
like
if he
sharp
moves
things
more than
grabbing
1
you.
foot,
He'll take 10.
he'll
damage.
take.
Got it. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Brambles last for 1 minute until you use this option again, or until any creature uses an action to remove them
Okay.
with an athletics check. So that was the first one.
Okay.
So fuck off that guy. And then I try to hit this guy.
Okay.
15.
That does not hit.
Oh, I'm gonna use my action surge!
Okay.
Yes.
Take 2 shots.
I lied! Okay. That's 17.
That hits.
Okay, yay.
Which one are you shooting?
Same one.
Yeah. That guy.
Okay.
Yes. 8, 13
Okay.
damage on the first. And then, 14.
Okay. That misses. All right. It is Commodore Crux's turn.
I used all my things!
You did. You did such a good job. He's gonna.
Josh's biggest pet peeve is when I don't use them.
We were just in a tight situation last time.
Don't worry, I did it!
He is going to. pull out his long sword. No, you know what? He is so drunk. I'm gonna do this first.
Oh no.
He kind of gropes at his belt, and it looks like he's gonna pull out his long sword, and then he pulls out this big round canister, pulls the pin out with his throat, and he just chucks it at the ground right behind them. So I need B and Crux to both make dexterity saving throws.
He gets a +4.
He gets a +4.
Because of
That's
my
right. Your aura.
aura
Thank you.
protection.
So nice.
Dex saving throws as this grenade explodes right at their face.
No!
No, that's good. That's good. Isn't
I
it?
have a -1 dexterity.
I lied.
10 +4 for me, so 14.
Oh, it's DC 15. Shit.
We got some heals.
Yeah. All right. You take 17 force damage.
I'm almost unconscious.
He takes half that. 17. What's half of that? 9, 8.
Shit.
8.
B, you're the last one.
I have done nothing!
As he throws this grenade, the ones also it does hit all 4 of the things.
I mean-
Ooh, and they all failed, so they all take 17 force damage
Are
as
they
well.
dead?
Cure wounds.
No,
But close.
That's where it just
they are not dead. On a roll of 4 or lower, let's see. Oh, okay. He has no more grenades. Just so you know.
Thank God. Thanks, Shantae.
That's
Yep.
difficult.
So he kind of like blows up, and
And then I can still do a
he
bonus action. So I'll do that.
he sort of suddenly sobers up real quick, and he's like,
Oh, that was a bad idea.
Yes, it was,
I
sir!
apologize.
You should apologize.
but it is
thank you.
now Han's turn.
So,
Yeah. Sir, can you get it together?
has a
Just
spell of enchantment.
focus on the enemy!
It's enchantments.
To arms!
Twomps. Where are your guns?
Don't speak to me of my guns, child.
Where are they?
They're in his
Yay!
belt. We get a big hand.
Enchantment. Okay.
That one also has a face.
Yeah.
Everyone give it a big hand.
Also drink, because that was a hand spell.
Oh, sorry. Could you bless as my bonus then?
All right, what you doing?
Well, I got big,
Yeah, you did.
which is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go.
That one has a happy
So
face.
there is
too,
a
babe.
space
Is this
here.
one-
There's a space here with a table. You can probably get on top of that.
Yeah,
Who's this?
Ow.
Serafina.
Oh,
Sorry.
I lied.
And you can go through people's spaces.
Yeah, you can move
As long as
through.
you don't end.
You can move through friendly space.
Flickety flick.
She
All
drew a
right,
face
make your
on that.
attacks.
Did you draw a face on that one too?
16?
That hits.
No, that was
I think.
that's not damage.
I think I need a different D20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to be
extra?
rolling this purple guy.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah, we got you.
Oh,
we
okay.
got
10
you.
damage. Okay.
Yes.
Also,
But give me yours.
And
you want that one or the
because I'm
purple
big,
one?
I can add.
Purple one.
Here's the.
No, I like the sharp edges.
Oh, whatever. That's fine.
Serafina, you're up next.
Yep. I think I know. I think I know.
22.
To hit, yes.
Yes. And
Again!
Oh, come on.
9 damage.
Okay. Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty, it is Serafina.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds
Nice.
on Beatrice.
Great
So
move.
the
friend.
the problem is, what is that
You have to
range?
touch.
Is it
I mean, are we not on top of each other?
I'm
I
right
can still
here.
move. I could move to you.
Are you back
they're-
here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's through friendly people.
That could literally
Can
be
we
like one
reach
or
our
two
hands
steps
to
in
each other?
between people to touch
But
her.
it,
And then go back
You
up.
can move through friendly space. You can't stop in friendly space.
Can you reach through friendly space?
Wait, are you on a table?
I am.
Can she crawl under the table and grab my foot?
there's not enough room unless
I'm
she
pretty
wants
dexterous.
to go through our spaces and then end here. But that would put you in a dangerous position.
I'll
So
Well,
do
I
that.
mean, it's not.
Yeah, there,
She's here.
there's.
It does look.
there's no space under a table.
There's
Maybe
I
lots
was
of
just an
stuff.
option. I was just asking.
She's a flying squirrel.
Whose side are you on?
I'm just
What do you
teaching
say,
her how
DM?
to use the spells.
You need to be within touch range.
Okay.
And if there's somebody in that space already,
So you can do a healing word.
Yeah.
you can do a healing word.
Yeah.
Because that's ranged.
And you can upcast healing word.
I will cast Healing Word at 3rd level,
Thank you.
which is 6d4 plus 3.
Oh, damn. Do
So
you roll or do I?
that.
I always want you to roll
Do you
You're
need
the
extra
healer.
d6?
it. Yeah, I'll take some 6s.
Just roll.
D4s.
No, d4, sorry.
Oh, d4. I just have one.
6 d4s.
I have some. I have 2.
No, Josh, it's too much fun.
Well, now we're not there.
6 of them. I got
Sure,
6.
6, and I got excited because those are mine.
It's a lot of ones.
I have so
F is
many of
that?
them.
2.
Okay, it's a 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Plus 3.
Plus 3.
So
14.
17.
That's not shabby.
Thank you.
Well, I'll figure that out in a second. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action.
I'm back to where I was before the
He
grenade.
knows which one's yours. Just take it.
That's exactly what I lost in the grenade. So, hey. Nice. Woohoo!
Alright. Hold on 1 second.
I think.
1 misses.
So that was a bonus action
1 minute.
spell.
Is this yours, Liz?
No, that was a bonus action.
So
What are you
can-
looking
That's
at
what I was
trying
just
to do?
here. My cure action, cure
Okay.
wounds
Touch.
no, it's aberration. So now I want to do a bonus action at this new thing that I just got, which is bonus action, but only on spells that have enchantment.
You already cast a bonus action spell.
So you can use your action to do another bonus action. I will allow that. So what are you trying to do?
Any other spell?
What are you?
Can I
what
do a
specific-
cantrip?
You can do a cantrip, but what are you specifically trying to do?
Oh, just cause some damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, do Sacred Flame or something like that.
Yeah, great. I'll do Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead, that's the best
Sick.
cantrip.
It is. It's the best. Okay. On the one that's right here.
That one, okay? Wisdom save? Constitution save.
Wisdom.
Wisdom 15.
Yeah, right there. That's what clicking out of
I
it is
rolled a
easier.
14. Do they have a bonus to wisdom? Probably. They're elves. They
they're
do.
elves.
Yeah, I got an 18.
Okay, so they passed.
Okay.
So is
So-
it no damage?
I'm pretty sure it's no
I
damage.
think it's no damage if it's a
Yeah, if the
cantrip.
target is missing any of its hit points, no.
It would take extra, but if they save, they don't.
Yeah, exactly. It's a cantrip.
Good.
Yeah.
That's it.
But that is a good one. All right, Meek.
Okay, so since technically I am adjacent diagonally to that one,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna attack him.
Okay.
So it's not with advantage,
It is
but
not with advantage.
it'll still just be a regular attack roll. Oh, which is a critical!
Now, hang on. Before you do that,
Yeah.
you cast Ensnaring Strike.
Oh yes.
Is it restrained?
No.
Okay.
It's
Never mind. All right. Then
it's
just,
grasping arrow. So
I think it's just bramble.
it's just brambles
Okay.
around
okay.
him.
So yeah. All right. Do your
if
damage.
it moves, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'll do my. I'll probably just make it a sneak attack. Might as well.
Get it?
How
Do I want to do this?
do you make it a sneak attack?
Because it has enemies adjacent to it within 5 feet.
Oh, that's right. Yes. You don't have to just have advantage. Yep.
Yeah. So, for the damage, it's going to be 6, 10, 12, plus 3, 15 is what I rolled.
In terms of damage.
Towards the damage that I rolled, and then the total dice would be 6 times 4.
Yeah. So that's the one that's on
This-
the end. Oh yeah, he way dead.
Cool.
Okay, he will.
Absolutely dead. You carved this guy up.
Sweet.
Good. That's what you get for hitting Miss B.
That's great. And then I am going to hop through here and move around to give advantage to B. And as I'm moving around, that was my main action, so I'm going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on you using one of the spell slots. So regular Healing Word is 2d4, which I can do right here real quick. 4 plus. That's it. My spellcasting modifier. I don't even know what that is. I will work on that as we.
For a rogue.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably freaking nothing.
Okay,
I
I'll
don't
do
have a spellcasting modifier, so. What is it? Was it Wisdom?
Let's treat it like a minor healing potion and just say it's 2d4 plus 2.
Sure. So I roll 4
Plus
plus
two.
2, 6 help on you.
Thank you.
Okay, that is my action.
Oh.
It is now B's turn.
That's B's turn.
All right, I will use my.
So I don't get what cure wounds.
I'm still very nervous considering how
Healing
big
word
that
is
hit
what
was.
it
So I'm gonna do lay on hands
Just click out.
for myself.
Because I did cure wounds.
And feel guilty about it.
And
Bonus
I
action.
googled if I could do it to myself, and it said only if you feel guilty about it afterwards.
Oh,
Oh,
no. Lay on
So you can
hands?
touch
You
yourself.
see there, like,
Well, I mean,
Uh,
in public.
So you could do like
Alright, so I'll do
Is an action.
15.
attack. And do some action spell.
Okay.
27 plus
That's the whole
15.
thing.
And
I
then
did
I don't
kill
have
this.
any bonus action spells other than Misty Step,
Correct.
so I guess I'll just.
Yeah, Misty, step out of there.
How you?
Well, but I still wanna. I mean, like I'm feeling pretty good now.
Okay.
But yeah, if I was still struggling, then that was my.
Can you
aim.
Misty Step to get advantage on somebody?
You
You
have
already
advantage.
I
have
know, right?
advantage
Because you
with
got back
You
there.
could attack and then.
She used
Whatever you
her-
My
have
lay on
to.
hands is an action.
Yeah, she used an action.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I just yell really
Yes.
scarily into his face?
Sure.
Yes.
Intimidate him?
Yeah.
You can you can make. I will allow intimidate to be a bonus action. Sure.
Should we roll?
Yeah.
It is.
What is it? Strength?
Charisma.
Charisma? I'm glad you said that. 13.
Do you get a bonus for being in the aura?
It's no. It's just for
It's a
saving throws.
throw.
He. You hear a high pitched laugh from behind. the
Oh,
back.
damn it. I tried.
It is the elf's turn. So 2 sword attacks against. Actually, the one that is flanked is going to turn around and attempt to hit Mike because he is smaller and he dealt.
Bring
He
it on,
just killed a guy.
bitch.
So 2 sword attacks. One of them hit. You take 6 slashing damage
See, that is a normal amount of damage.
and 10 radiant damage.
That is.
You notice that these long swords are glowing with a bright yellow light.
So hold on. So that was 10 radiant damage and,
And
sorry,
6 slashing.
6 slashing. So I'm going to use my reaction. Is that all one attack?
That was 1 attack.
damage.
Yes.
So I'm going to use my uncanny dodge to cut that in half.
Nice.
Does it cut all damage in half?
So uncanny dodge, when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, I can use my reaction, which I believe I haven't used.
Yeah.
To cut that attack's damage in half.
Okay, sure. Yeah, great.
So instead of 16, that'll be 8.
All right, and then there are going to be 4 the astral elves. Yeah, never mind. None of you have astral perception or insight, so they're going to make 4 attacks against Commodore Crux. One of them is a critical. He is unconscious.
What is all of these criticals?
I don't know. I'm rolling really high, but he is unconscious. But that is all of their attacks.
Should I put him down?
Yes. Zuzu, it is your turn.
Oh god.
Doozy.
Okay.
Remove this again for now.
Someone please go take care of Commander Crux because
On it.
we're gonna need him. Alright. I'm gonna. Am I in space? Am I adjacent to that guy or can I shoot at him?
What do you mean?
The one closest to
You are
you.
adjacent to him. There's an Commodore Crux is right here.
Okay.
And this one, so
Okay,
you
I'm
can
gonna
hit
shoot
probably
at that guy.
either of those.
Okay.
Okay. 19.
That hits.
I wonder what this guy is.
8 damage for the first one. That's a critical one.
Okay, roll it again. You're fine.
17.
Okay, so you miss on the second.
Yeah. On the first one though, can I use Astral Spark and add another 3 force damage to that?
Sure.
Okay.
I assume you just get to add it when you hit.
Yeah.
Okay, alright.
I have 3 charges.
Sure, yes. Alright.
And did that fucking is this guy moving out of in my brambles?
That fucking guy is dead.
Okay.
I mean, sure. As his body collapsed, it got sliced apart by the.
I knew it!
Alright, alright.
Which one was it?
Crux is going to make a death save. He succeeds on his first death save. Hans, you're up.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. I'm close enough now. Yeah.
Uh,
He's right there in the middle of the party.
So if you move here, you
Yeah.
can be.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, totally fine.
Is it my turn though?
It is Hans' turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry, hon.
That's okay.
That's my plan. I just want you to know.
That's so helpful.
Just thinking ahead.
Just so you know.
My plan is.
Jump down.
You.
Well, is it in this one?
So
Okay.
Crux is kind of big. He's taking
big.
up more
Okay,
space than he
so
should.
I'm-
There you go. Yep.
Here.
Yeah, it should be. That's fine. It's like
No
that.
problem.
Okay. I attack it.
Okay.
Unarmed strike.
I dare you.
With me for Misty's.
8.
Nope.
And again. 12.
Hey.
Nope. Seraphina.
Okay,
So you move up adjacent space, cure wounds.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Crux. Commodore Crux at first level.
Okay.
Feels fine.
So 1d8 plus
So
That's
2d8 plus 3.
2d8 plus 3.
You need to read it.
It says 2d8 plus 3 first level.
Okay, great. 2d8 plus 3.
Okay.
Cool, great.
And I rolled 2 effing 8s.
Nice.
You roll an 8 and a 3.
Nice.
Oh,
An 8 and a
that
3.
8, that 3 really looks like an 8 for me.
Alright, so 11 plus 3, 14.
That's a real bummer, but good for him still. 14.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action
Yeah.
to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Because that's an evocation.
Spiritual Weapon.
Is
Did she heal?
spiritual weapon is a leveled spell
So
Second
you cannot
level.
cast 2 spells in a turn.
that take up spell slots.
But my first, okay, so the first one was an enchantment.
It doesn't matter what kind of spell it is.
It does though because I have this thing
Ooh,
that is
tell me about
called Embodiment of the Law. If you cast a spell of the enchantment school using a spell slot at first level or higher, you can change the spell's casting time to be 1 bonus action.
Well, then there.
But I can only do 3 of those.
So the rule is that if you cast a leveled spell, you can't cast 2 leveled spells in the same turn. Does that make sense? Like one of them has to be a cantrip, whether they're bonus or not.
Okay.
Looking at
Right.
my friend's OnlyFans.
Okay, so my okay.
So you used your action to cast
No, I'm not
Cure
subscribing
Wounds,
to
which is a
OnlyFans.
level, which used a spell slot, right?
I see. Okay.
And so you can't use another spell slot on the same turn.
Okay.
I don't need
So it'll have to be a cantrip.
That's fine.
Something else.
We can cantrip it.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
How many? What was the total that you healed?
To Crux?
13.
Oh,
14.
just to Crux.
Yeah.
14, yeah.
Sorry, love. Did you need something?
No, I did not.
I'll do Sacred Flame this time.
Really good.
Same.
I was trying to
really
see
is.
if-
Total Dead.
Toll
Is
the
Total Dead
Dead.
better though because you? Yeah.
It is.
Okay, I'll do Total Dead.
On the,
15 Wisdom.
on the guy that's in the one that's surrounded.
This one.
Yep. Okay, he fails. Roll your d12s or whatever.
2d8s.
Did they change Toll the Dead? They must have changed.
11.
Okay, that's very good for a
The cantrip.
11. Ooh, he's not looking great. All right, it is Mike's turn.
Okay.
To lurk even less great.
I have advantage, so I'm just going to attack the guy right in front of me. 10 is not going to hit.
Nope.
So I will use my bonus action dual wielding attack. 16.
That's
Ooh, goodness. And
you
it
get
will
sneak
be
attack.
Sneak attack. Let's see, that's not great.
Probably
4,
enough.
7, 10 plus 3, 13.
Yeah, that's enough.
Hey!
You slice and dice this guy
Oh
also.
gosh.
Hey, can you move so that I can have, yeah. Thanks.
Here, whoop. All right, B. Hold on.
I go, brr, brr, brr. Take this. I really don't want to knock you over, sorry.
It's fine.
And I will use my flaming sword. 17 to hit.
That hits.
Ah! Oh, finally. Okay, we have a D8. We
I just
have
healed. Oh,
2d6
instead of healing.
fire
Double.
damage.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no
Um,
more deaths
9
instead.
slashing
Which
damage.
is
Well, no,
the
wait.
right thing to do for an NPC.
Does it matter what kind of damage?
It's an action.
No.
Okay,
It's just
9
gonna be
damage.
total damage is 9.
for my first action, and then my second attack will be 19.
Dang it!
So 22
Yeah,
hit.
that makes sense.
And then the same.
Yeah.
So that's why it's going to be a big keep an eye on your cantrip.
Ooh. 12.
Nice. Okay.
That would have been the perfect use of it.
It is the elves'
Can
turn.
I flee?
The one closer to me is going to move to flank Mike.
Okay.
And they are both going to attack Mike.
So that is going to be
An attack of opportunity from
Oh, yeah.
Beatrice. Crux is not in a position to be able to do that.
Is it, 2 dice? Because he's across from you when he leaves?
So
Yes.
Oh.
Natural 20!
Okay,
So
well, Edmund, you're rolling the crits on the table.
Alright, so... Yeah, roll your damage.
Okay, so I have 2d6 and a d8.
So 22.
Oh, and 10 plus 10. 32.
20 plus... Okay. So 32 total.
Yes.
Yep, that's enough.
Oh, and I got not. Get back here.
It's enough. 32 or you can...
Get over it.
I told
Get
you.
over here. I do that to the boys once a day now.
Get over
Get over here. Also, I say hug tags for the mom troll, so sometimes you combine them. It's great.
I love
Sorry.
hug tags.
I'm sorry, are you saying you throw a rope
Hug's
dart
the
into
best.
their chest and pull them to you?
I mean, with a blanket, you know.
Get over here.
Get over here.
Alright, well there is one astral elf left.
Good luck, Astral Elf.
And looking at the situation, it is going to disengage and try to run down that alley. So if you would,
bitch! It's not what Seraphina would say.
let it go. It has, I assume, 30 feet of movement. Yes.
Wait, Crux is no longer prone, right?
Do we
It's
take
disengaging. It's not
opportunity?
dashing.
Oh,
So it only has 30 feet of movement.
so it'd probably make it to here.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, get your gun.
Guiding
he
bolt, let's
disengaged.
fucking go.
But then
But you can still- we're still
you can
in.
shoot him.
we're still
It's
in
Zuzu's
combat.
turn.
Oh, I can still shoot even if
Shoot,
you disengage.
girl, shoot.
Disengage just means he doesn't take attacks of opportunity.
Oh, okay.
It is
and
your
it is
turn.
my turn.
So you can
Yes.
move
Okay.
5 feet.
Just take
Oh, what a
All
good
right.
shot! It's a good shot! It's a good shot!
Alright, roll your damage. So it's 12 plus
12 plus 4 is
16
16
plus-
plus 5 is 21.
21.
Oh my god, do you like Scooby-Doo around the corner and just like...
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what I do. That was my first
I'm
shot.
sorry to take your description.
18, so 28,
That hits.
and then another 13 damage plus
Wow.
3.
Plus 3. Okay. He's very close.
Oh, man.
Alright, it is Crux's turn. He's gonna kind of like flip himself over and kind of like crawl over prone, pull out his pistol, and take a shot down the alley.
Oh,
You
yes.
inspired him.
If
My
I can
gifts.
find his thing, there it is. I guess it's a musket technically, so he's gonna take a shot down the alley.
This is why I have belt.
That one is gonna miss, but that one hits, and he deals 8 damage, which is enough to kill this guy. So is this guy?
Woo!
The gifts get a few shots in the back.
Oh.
And he goes down,
Let go!
and that
Gift
is
Yankees?
the end. So Githyanki are different.
Okay, sorry.
These are astral elves that you've been
It
killing.
wasn't right.
Yeah, the Githyanki don't.
Way to go, gifts!
They got nothing against you. So all right.
We're good with guns. We're good with guns.
All right, so Crux kind of like gets to his feet, having died and been revived. I'm just gonna say magically removes the alcohol from his bloodstream, and he is no longer
Magic!
poisoned by
I mean,
alcohol.
Multiple healing spells on him.
Normally we say drunk.
'cause it heals everything.
Alright, it does. It heals everything. So he kind of stands up and
Well, that was more exciting than I anticipated, but thank you, and I must say I'm impressed. It's not many who can stand up against 4 fully outfitted astral elf warriors, but It seems that our paths have crossed for a reason. Now, if that was not evidence enough, I think we ought to hurry to my ship.
And he kind of like, like thuds down
Oh, I can't wait to see the ship.
toward the dock.
Aww. I bet it's dirty.
Where is the picture of that? Oh no!
bet
let me
read
put that
that.
Dirty.
The Jacques are coming out to clean you.
Yeah, so he guides you down to the docks, and he leads you past a number of different ships until we get to there it is. You know what? I like this picture better. If I can actually find
Joe's
it.
Crab Shack.
I hope it is.
Kitsch everywhere.
No, so he guides you down to the docks. You don't run into any more astral
Oh, it's
elves.
pretty.
Kind of like this.
There's a tree!
Kind of like this, but much more rundown.
Does it flip
This-
up upside down?
Stately galleons, sleek cutters that resemble flying fish, and warships built to look like hammerhead sharks line the docks of Brawl. Crux waves his arm toward a craft that seems modest in comparison. The ship's sails are patchworks of mended canvas, while its hull seems barely held together by thick vines that bind it like rope. Its strangest feature is the full-grown tree that sprouts from the aft deck.
I love it too.
The second wind. Isn't she something?
She is something.
I love her.
And he guides you up onto the deck. So this is what a living ship looks like when it's like fully repaired.
A living tree?
A living ship.
A living
So that's
ship?
what. But the second
With a
one,
living tree on?
there apparently isn't like a standard image of the second wind.
I really like the name The Second Wind.
Yeah,
me
It's a good. That's a good ship name.
It
So-
really is a good ship name.
So
It's not good. Wind,
he
but whatever.
he leads you up the gangway and onto the ship, and he looks around and he's like, obviously very proud and happy to be back aboard his ship. When you are quickly confronted
No.
by her.
Who's this bitch?
Oh.
Fell
Uh,
Ardra.
Yes. And
She fell hard.
She
Ah.
comes stomping up to Crux and says, "Now hang on, what are you doing here?"
Oh boy.
And he says, well, Fel, there's been a bit of a change of plans. Things have come up and I'm gonna need the ship back.
She says, No. I have 4 months left on my lease. You're not getting this ship back. I paid my money. We signed the contract. This is my ship for 4 more months.
He says, well, but I'm sure we can find an agreement, an understanding here. And she says,
No. Unless you're willing to pay me back the money that I paid you and expenses for the amount of money that I'm going to lose for not doing my work for the next 4 months, then we are not discussing anything.
and he kind of like chuckles. He's like, oh, come on now, sweetheart. We know that we both know that smuggling isn't real business. We know you're better than that. You can, in fact, this would, if you come with us, there's an opportunity for you to do something really meaningful, like I know you mean to.
They have a bit of a back and forth. Those of you who choose to pay attention to the signs, you can tell that she does not seem to care for his attitude toward her choice in lifestyle. But they don't seem to really get anywhere as far as getting her to release her claim to the ship without being compensated for lost revenue.
That is a bummer.
How?
And Crux kind of like turns to look at you guys and was like,
I don't
How
have
much
any
Any of
money.
you,
How much money are we talking, honey?
well, the remainder of the lease is 400 gold.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, I don't know.
Not
And
insignificant.
I don't know, for 4 months of lost revenue, I would say that probably gets up to 3,000.
Total?
No,
Serafina
How much
pulls
did
out
we
her
get
book.
from the ship?
Here's the thing. You
You're
could
like
sue
100.
for this
73.
appeal, this appeal, and this appeal. Everything he has done to you is wrong, and you can absolutely. This is viable in court per this standard in 17, page 37 of order 17 again says this is wrong, wronging you. You could sue.
You could sue.
Is this
Yeah.
Is this helpful?
What she said. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sue.
Could we
Well, maybe.
I don't know
just
how
maybe use your office for just a sit down and we can make a plan and then figure out
Maybe
what
we
to
could
do
all
next?
be,
No.
together.
You could. You're welcome
Maybe
to
you could
join
come
us.
with us.
Into the cabin of the ship that currently belongs to me.
We just
Thank
need,
you for
we
the
need
invitation.
To have a private conversation. You're welcome to join and be
She's
privy.
looking around. There's no one else on deck. She's like, "What do you mean a private? We're having a private conversation right now."
Have you seen the?
You seem a little feisty, honey, and that's just
I've seen plenty of things,
you pokies.
but right now the problem is that Crux here wants to take the ship.
Who's
That
her spell
legally is mine for the next 4 months.
I mean, legally.
Again, legally, you are bound to that contract.
I know.
I know.
And I have laid out terms to alter that agreement if they can be agreed to.
Were those signed?
No, like literally just now. If you want to, if you want me to give up my
Let's
claim,
negotiate.
Where's your next port? Where do we need
I
to
don't
go?
need to tell you that. Are you some kind of narc?
Would you like
I'm
to
just
legally
saying,
bind a
what
next
if we-
contract?
What if we could
I
help?
can write it up,
We
and
just
we
need
can
to
talk
write.
about it. Would you like
Yeah,
that?
we need to be just dropped off, you know?
Are you saying you can write up an
Yeah.
agreement?
I can
Yeah,
write
what if
up
she
an
smuggles
agreement.
us?
Yeah.
That would be
Smuggle us.
confirmed
We're good.
by the
smuggles.
Spelljammer Space Academy.
They call things you smuggle.
The
Who's
Spelljammer Academy is a place. um,
Fantastic.
she likes the idea of writing up an agreement. She's
We
like,
can write
well,
up a solidified contract.
you said there's something you got to do, and it could be a good opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Is that going to be?
You want royalties?
Yeah. I mean, is
On
there an
anything we
opportunity
sell?
for loot in this?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Totes.
There is.
Yes, always, Michael.
Go ahead and make deception checks, those of you who are actually trying to say yes to her. Because you have no clue.
Ooh, 19.
You don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing. You
11.
followed a big man to a ship.
11 is mine.
I'm just following Zuzu.
We go
Four.
together. We're pairs.
Deception, charisma,
Yes.
23.
Okay, you remind her, her of her grandma.
Of her great. Oh, that's nice.
Because she doesn't really buy it from you, but she's like, this old lady wouldn't lie to me. This old lady can't lie. Look at her.
She's got
not
fucking
capable of
crocheted
lying.
flowers on her
Yeah.
armor.
It'd probably be too... I don't know, her bones would break if she tried to lie. I don't know. Got bird bones or something.
Also, we're very
I have my
helpful.
giant
my
sword
bones.
behind my back.
Careful, my bones.
We're a very helpful crew.
I
in a
have
pinch.
hollow
So,
bones.
well,
like
all
a
right. Yeah, I can tell.
Protect.
I can tell that none of you have any money on you. Just, it's obvious.
Well,
So,
I mean,
Accurate.
how about
she's right, but I take offense.
if we're all
I'll
willing
tell
to
her
sign a
this.
legally binding contract?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where my accent went.
Mm-hmm.
Use your head guard.
I will
Mm-hmm.
accompany you on this
Mm-hmm.
adventure, whatever it is you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
for 25% of everything that is collected.
Excuse me, 25% feels
Done.
like an awful lot. Sarah!
Here!
I will have all of you sign first, thank you.
Are you okay with that?
No.
25% of what we loot, what we steal.
That's a good point. Michael, we like to confer. Should we conflab?
Conflab?
What?
A
Conflab?
conflabulation.
I thought you said, should we call him Flab?
My name is
Flab,
Mike.
get on the phone.
Get on the horn.
No, it's a conflabulation, which means we go and we confer with each other.
Mm,
You know, should we do that?
we
Jury's out. Hold.
No, take your
25%
time.
feels
I'm
like
not
a
the
lot.
one in a hurry, apparently.
If we find a lot of things,
Apparently
we can just
not.
kill her.
Okay, I like that. I'm gonna sign it.
I will add a disclosure that she could die.
I think that's wise.
Do you say that out loud?
No. in our little.
Oh, sure.
She
Everything
can.
I say is telepathically, so
Yeah.
no one heard me say we were
But I do
gonna
add a
kill her.
very descriptive disclosure of if she dies, we owe her nothing.
As if she was on the
That's
Titan
fair.
submersible. That's what she said.
That's
Too
literally what you are now
soon.
a explorer of the Charisma Company.
An explorer.
You are
You
just
are
as
a
much a
mission
submarine
specialist.
captain as all of us.
Yes, Michael.
If we find recipe books, I will not share them.
I know, honey.
But she could have 25%. You could pull out the recipes you don't like. 25% of them. There's 25% of recipes.
You can pull out all the parts of the story of how they got the recipe. Just keep the recipe.
Oh, that's 75%. That's 75%, if not
Yeah,
more.
for
Oh,
sure, yeah,
nothing
you're
more
good.
infuriating in the world. However, maybe in Spelljammer world they don't do that.
They do.
Yes, they do.
The DM just
It
said
is
that.
decided.
Michael agrees.
Okay, confirmed. Sign
Michael.
Any other?
She just leaves
The
us.
whole body grabs the pen.
Anything else we want to add before we pass it back?
No, after we've signed it.
Fair. I should have asked.
Sabrina's like,
prior.
and also we will all keep things extremely clean.
And also, everyone is reprimanded to because all is hand sanitizer required at all times before handshake.
There you go.
Oh no, we're clicking. Michael's clicking. Everybody calm down. Look, he's getting his eyeballs.
If she
Look.
touches my ladle again, I will turn her into soup.
She signs it.
Just like the
won't let
Little
her touch
Mermaid
me.
signing her voice
This
away.
certainly isn't the worst deal I've ever made.
No, there's worse, of course.
Well, in that case...
The best deal we've ever made.
Oh, I'm not the captain. He's the captain.
Ugh.
And hi.
So what benefit do you
Shit,
provide?
I'm the Spelljammer.
You are unfortunate.
Quite fortunate.
Okay.
But
So,
you're very good at it.
where to?
All right, we're
We
going to
all
get smashed
turn
with
again?
elves.
Commander?
What's her name again?
Fel
Her name is Fel Ardra.
Ardra.
Well, what does Crux have to tell us?
Yeah.
Crooks?
When you say his name, he kind of gets pulled out of the daydream that he was having.
No.
Yes. Well, we should get going.
To where?
Oh! Of course. Well, I should tell you that, shouldn't I?
He kind of lowers his voice and he gestures for you to follow him as he goes around
I don't
pulling
need to do
ropes
this,
off
but
of
I will
the moorings.
He's like, there's rumors of a coalition of enemies of the Astral Elves gathering in Doom Space. So that's, I think, where we'll need to get to. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly where that is. So, in order to get there, we're going to have to rendezvous with a good friend of mine. Her name is Topola. She's a cartographer. I do know where she is, or at least I know where her tower is. I hope she's home. That would make things kind of awkward. But that's where we're headed. We'll speak
What's
with
her
her.
name again?
Topola.
Topolah.
Topography.
Sure.
Okay.
She maps the stars and all the systems of wild space. She'll know where we're meant to go. So that's where we'll stop first. She's a delight, just like Fel here. She's just fantastic. She's a good friend of mine.
Felt so delight, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good friends.
And so Fel, once he mentions that they're going to see Topola, she's like, okay, she knows where that is. So she heads down to the Spelljamming Helm and up. They didn't give me a picture of Flinch, and I didn't ask AI to make one. But up comes, as she goes down up to the deck, comes a Hadozi, in very finely made, well-tailored outfit.
Well,
that...
hot dog, you look fabulous.
Oh, well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Oh no!
Michael? I think we
I
need
see.
to comply.
I see we have, he turns to Crux. I see we have some new guests, Captain.
Captain, yes, these are friends of mine whose names they will give you themselves as they introduce themselves.
What's
Certainly
this guy's
not
name
because
again?
I've forgotten.
Flinch.
But this is First Mate Flinch, Mr. Flinch.
Can I roll an insight check? Do I
Sure.
get bad vibes?
Well, he didn't compliment my outfit, so he must be naggy vibes.
No, nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so
Does
Flinch...
Seraphina know him at all?
I don't know, do you want to?
Yeah.
I'm not sure your paths would have crossed lately, given your
Feels
career
like a
paths,
no,
but
yeah.
you might have known him before. He was always a bit of a dandy, but always very, very well dressed.
Listen,
And he's concerned
We
with
know a
style very much.
Oh.
So he,
Dandy.
yes, he does. He comes around and he greets each of you and offers a polite handshake, and
Oh, I like him.
and with each one, he kind of like quiet enough for only that person to hear. He just gives you some advice on your wardrobe.
I'd like to hear it.
Does he have any fancy jewelry?
I mean, for you, he's like,
Try close.
you're very shiny.
Right,
Shiny.
spiffy. Did he like my crochet flowers?
It is rustic.
Oh, that's
What
the
you
goal,
got?
darling.
that
It
is
is
this
a-
guy.
It is.
Oh, look.
Yes. He comes to
Is
Mike.
he wearing any fancy jewelry?
He is wearing a very tasteful chain, and he's got a couple of
Not
like small
anymore.
piercings.
I was gonna say.
Why? Okay.
For now.
So he doesn't offer a handshake because I assume Drag Queen don't really shake hands. So he just kind of like nods to you, and he's encountered them before. Whatever the thing is that how you greet, is how he greets you. Shabby chic. And he
Actually,
he comes
I go,
to Seraphina.
the
And he
necklace
says,
will be
"Oh,
mine.
Thank you, honey.
it's good to see you again.
Oh, we do know each other.
Yes.
Good to see you.
I never forget a face or
Is it good?
The
wardrobe.
most clean Hadozi you've ever seen.
You are spotless. Sterile.
And you are dandy as always. She gives you a little bow
Hmm.
with her little wings.
Oh, he doesn't like
he kind of like flips his hair and walks away.
or like.
Hard to tell.
Oh.
I mean, you can make an insight check to see if you can tell if he's offended or if he's flattered.
I want to die.
Nope.
I want to
I
die.
want to die.
And you take off. As you travel, he softens up. He's actually very friendly. But
He eventually tells me my hat's fabulous.
And he means it.
And means it.
If he doesn't,
In
I
the
will
truth
feel
of zone.
fabulous.
that,
Zone of truth, this one.
that if that's
Just for
going
the
to
hat.
happen, it does not happen yet.
So he is looking for his necklace currently. It seems like.
Michael.
He hasn't even noticed that he's lost it. I don't think. Sure, yeah.
No, don't roll for it. Just make it a thing that you
With a
do.
Sleight of hand.
Damn it.
In D&D, you have to roll to do things,
No!
Shannon.
Only if
It's
the
made up.
DM makes you.
If you're doing something to an NPC, you have to roll for it.
28.
Yeah. I mean, I'll roll a... I mean, his passive perception is way lower than that.
Get it.
So, like, no, he does not notice that you swipe his chain. But he does show you around the ship. He, in particular, brings you to the large tree in the Stern Castle.
I love the tree.
And he walks up and he bows to the tree. He says, "Our new passengers, this is Starbow." And as you look at Starbow, you...
Starbell?
Bow. B-O-U-G-H, like the bough of a tree, Starbow. You notice... You take some time, if you take some time to like look at it, you notice that there seems to be something of a face in the bark. And as you watch, you notice that it just kind of slowly turns.
Oh.
Look, and
I hug
it
it.
moves.
I hug it.
It looks down at you and looks back up.
Oh, okay.
It is a treant.
Oh.
Wait,
It is a living tree.
Like
It is
in Lord
a-
of the Rings? Like an ent in Lord of the Rings?
Like
Like
an ent.
Treebeard?
Like Treebeard.
This is our
Not
tree
as
friend!
cool. Not as cool as Treebeard, but yes.
Did the ship see me steal his necklace?
Yes, and the matters of mortals are insignificant to treants.
Doesn't
See,
care.
the astral elves could be like this tree, but instead they choose to be racist.
Amen, sister. You said
It is
it.
a choice.
So you've met Starbow. He
I
want
love
to
him.
never leave.
Flinch shows you the rest of the ship. There's a ballista in the back.
What's the ballista?
We all know.
It is a giant bow and arrow, like a big harpoon gun kind
Cool.
of thing. And there are cabins down below. It's a pretty standard ship. It's kind of small. In fact, you can pull the two from in front of you. That's the deck of the Starbow.
That's Starbow! I see
Or
him!
of the second wing. Yes, that's Starbow. That is where Starbow is.
Observant.
And there's one mast up front. It is not nearly as outfitted as this ship is. It has one mast and has a
No,
tree.
this shit is it's beautiful.
I love it.
And you're flying through wild space. After you're able to take a long rest.
Nice.
And the next day, after a short time, you're awake a bit. You're watching some space fish swim along. You've hung out with Flinch a little bit. He has gotten much less formal with you. Less judgy. He comments less. He's already said the things he wants to say about your outfits. There's nothing more to add. He's not just going to keep saying the same thing.
Rudy.
Joins the crafting circles now.
No, not. It's the second day.
Oh, that's true. We're not quite there. He'll get there
Yeah,
tomorrow.
You,
He'll get there.
you just met them. After a short, after a couple hours of waking up, you kind of hear a thudding from underneath, like someone banging on the roof of their cabin from underneath, and Flinch goes downstairs goes down in the deck to find out what it is, and he comes up a minute later and he says, there might be trouble. Fel sensed something trailing us. And as you look back, you see approaching you from the rear. This is not the right music. You see approaching you from the rear something that looks like this.
Dun dun dun.
A clam?
Squiddy thing.
Oh,
Squid
Oh
ship.
yeah, is
I
that a
see.
shell?
it does
Kind
look
of.
squiddish.
Yeah.
But
a
it moves
squid
more
shell.
like almost like a jellyfish.
Okay.
As it grows, as it gets
Cool.
closer, you see
I
kind
like
of
that.
undulating, and these long blue tentacles just kind of waving off of it. Go ahead and roll history or nature to see if you can identify what this is.
Oh, I can identify with a 21.
18.
17?
I'm gonna say the 21 is what you need, because these are things that don't usually hang out around civilization. So you need to have learned about them. You certainly haven't encountered them, just kind of been like, yeah, I guess I know this thing. Serafina, you see this, and the rest of your party is kind of like, oh look, it looks so cool, and you're like, oh no, that's an aesthetic. And that means that there's a Rygar on our tail. And you can tell us, Serafina can tell you that Rygars are highly intelligent, very what's the word? They live alone. Hermits, I don't know. They are solitary beings who love nothing more than art and violence, and they believe
Interesting.
that acts of violence bring out the greatest beauty of art.
Oh, shit.
And you are currently being pursued by one.
Yeah!
So,
I mean,
closing in from behind is a gigantic bioluminescent jellyfish-like creature. And as it gets closer, you can pull out a spyglass. And once it's within range, you can see standing inside of it, inside of a glassy dome on its front, is a flamboyantly dressed being holding a trident.
Who is this?
she looks.
Her name is Hastane, and this is where we will leave off.
Hastane.
Because it is 9:45 and you're not,
Oh
my
not
gosh.
going to do another battle.
9:45.
But you are being pursued by an extremely violent being that only
What's her
some
name?
of you have even heard
Hastane.
Has stain. She needs stain remover.
of. Mhm.
Hey, that's you.
That's all she
Let's
needs.
do it.
All right, so we will pick up with this apparently inevitable battle
Ah!
next time.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's perfect.
Bye.